I typed in beaver farm and it took me to Instagram, and I saw a couple of actual farms and then a couple of provocative.
Oh, I bet.
Shocking. That shocks me.
Farms.
I went in very innocent with this, and I came out the exact opposite. Where'd you guys watch it?
Plex.
What about
Yeah,
you,
I
Terry?
think I watched it.
You
She's
finally fucking won,
she's on the-
dog.
yeah, she's on the-
You finally fucking
She's
won.
finally on.
This is a perfect competition, too. Everything was an option, and everybody hit the plex.
I will say though.
Can we like call attention to something for a second?
Oh, yeah. The
My
wine
man
over
here.
I don't think they can see that. They
Is-
couldn't see
is-
the pour off
yeah.
screen. Look at the
My man is
what kind
drinking
of-
this beautiful beverage out of a nice wine glass.
That's one of the finest twisted teas I've had.
What year? What year
I
is
was.
that?
The classic.
It's a 2021.
I know. Oh my God.
It's an old batch reserve.
Thunderheart.
This is the prequel to Indian in the Cupboard.
It's got to be.
That was fucked up, but I like it.
I meant because
Before we captured his soul and put him in a box.
that's what I meant.
I
Things
go
about
on a
himself.
fairy rampage until someone turned me back into a normal-sized fucking human.
That's that. Thank you. Hey, welcome to the Decision Reel Movie Review Podcast, where we try and fail to review movies of today and yesterday. This week, the gang's all back.
Hey.
We got Josh here
Hey.
again. We got Wally. We got Tara.
Yes.
Steve's here,
Present.
as always. We're doing a movie that Tara picked. What are we doing this week, Tara?
Ferngully.
Ferngully.
Before we jump into that, tell them about the beaver.
Okay, so I mean,
What about the beaver?
somewhat in the same idea of this movie. We're in the forest,
I don't
right?
think
Beavers
it
are in the
is.
forest.
I don't know if
Not
it's
in the
forest.
rainforest.
They could be. There could
This
be
is
some.
Sure, whatever.
This is the rainforest.
Sure, fine.
This is the rain.
It's in the wildlife
In
somewhere.
the wildlife somewhere, we discovered raspberry flavoring. Artificial raspberry flavoring comes from the anal glands of a beaver.
Look, I thought this was complete horse shit. Looked it up. Completely true.
Look,
Some strawberry.
Is that the
and
same thing as a
raspberry.
castor sac?
the castor sac is inside the beaver next to its anal glands, so that's where they're getting the raspberry flavoring.
So not
from.
necessarily its ass, but pretty
Near
close.
its ass.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Just a hop
Near
and a
near
skip.
its anus.
Near its
Makes me
Near the
uncomfortable.
anus.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I wanted
Anus
to.
adjacent.
I believe that Steve hit us with this knowledge, and everyone was so calm at the beginning of this podcast. So usually everyone's
It's a lot to
flared.
take in.
Yeah,
It's a lot to accept.
it is.
Well, and
Yeah.
it's
Because I
also,
love raspberry. Well, maybe not raspberry flavored. I'll do raspberry flavored.
Wait, it's
twisted.
not just raspberry flavored. It's raspberry and
said
strawberry,
strawberry.
flavored.
It's all
I'm
the
not a
I
big
love
strawberry guy.
lemonade.
And it also says it is
How
also
many sacks am I
used
responsible for?
to make some types of liquor.
Yeah, probably like
And
mellow.
we all drink that.
How many beavers do you
Glands
think
we think
gave their existence for
lot.
a strawberry lemonade at
There's
room-
not. Hold
Oh
on,
my
it's,
God.
Hold on. It's not. They're not saying
How
that
many
they're killing
beavers have
these
you
baby-
drank,
babies.
Josh?
A lot. Strawberry
You big
lemonade is
beaver-
top
beaver
fucking
drinker?
tier.
So many beavers.
Like that is, especially like a nice, well-made one, like at the fair.
Next
Yeah.
time
Or
I'm
like
at
Ocean
Red
City.
Robin, I'm gonna be like, oh,
I feel like
Hold the beaver glands, please.
if they're
This is
well-made
speckled
ones, they
lemonade.
might be from actual
Yeah.
lemon, or
That's
they
why
might be
it's
from actual
speckled.
strawberries.
Oh,
This is
here's
horseshit.
my thing. I don't think they're killing
No,
the
if
beavers
they're
to
speckled,
get.
they're from real strawberries.
harvesting.
I think there's like some
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of machine that's like they're holding them up and they're just like getting it.
I wish we
you
had
think
the
they're
camera
alive,
for
or-
this fucking surface right now, because we'd be in Image Central.
Yeah,
I don't think they're killing beavers for this.
guess what I'm saying.
So we you capture them and tag them, send them back.
yeah,
We got
They
that with glands.
right. Well, they got
You
to
mean
keep
like they do
producing.
with cows for milk?
Right,
That's
probably.
different. They're
Is
not.
it?
There's Are there beaver farms?
Maybe.
There might be.
Have you
Wally,
met
are there
Canada?
beaver farms?
Have you met Canada?
But don't they need waterfalls to block and things?
They can make artificial waterfall. You see that
Dams.
meme
To
where it was
survive.
like the beaver's looking at this like river is like, I don't like this
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, I don't like
this.
this.
Something's got to happen here.
It's like if a beaver doesn't have a dam to build, you're saying they
Just
cease to
Something
exist.
something
do
just as
nothing.
random as this topic is. I've been hooked on like those dumb reels on Facebook. I got on the drain uncloggings.
Oh, no.
And I cannot stop watching.
and the more
Any-
you watch, the more they send you.
Anywhere from septic tanks to like, streets to
What's-
like
what's-
man-made ponds.
What's the most like you're watching and you're like, yes. What's
yeah,
what-
like a nice septic backup.
yeah.
And then the owner swears they don't use baby wipes, and then
all baby wipes.
all it takes is a couple knocks, and you get a cylinder of baby wipes coming out like that.
Hold
And
on,
then-
Wally's
No,
brain
no,
just
no,
melted.
no.
Then a whole bunch of poo.
I typed in beaver farm, and it took me to Instagram, and I saw a couple of actual farms and then a couple of provocative things.
Oh, I bet.
Shocking. That shocks me.
Farms.
I went in very innocent with this, and I came out the exact opposite. Anyway,
So before we get off this, who figured this out?
this is another like the milk thing, right? Like who
Who
initially
decided
was
to
like,
put- yeah.
Who's seen that thing? Was like, let me pull on it.
Yeah.
give a little tug.
I wonder
Well,
what
that's like
happens.
What the hell's that?
the glue thing from horses, right? Like, who decided like, hey, you see that horse right there? He could be glue,
That's why I don't use glue.
right? And then
I put things together with hopes and prayers.
I'm just
Spit on it.
stapling the shit out of everything.
Jerry Seinfeld has a good joke where he's like, you see that guy right there?
Give it
He's,
a little
he's
hop
going
to
around.
it.
He's moving around. He's doing stuff. That guy will be crazy glue.
Oh, nice.
Anyways, what we're here to talk about, Ferngully, the plot.
Dickens.
The magical inhabitants of a rainforest fight to save their home, which is threatened by logging
Ew.
and a polluting force of destruction called
that
Hexus.
thing?
Maybe a monitor. Later.
Hexus.
Hexus. Did this traumatize any one of you as a child?
Yep.
Yeah, that did.
Yeah, for sure. That thing.
Yep. It was one of the scariest little monster things.
Yeah.
And the little leeches that are in the water. Fucking
Dude,
creepy
when it
dog.
does-
Oh, yeah, when
when
they pop
it-
up.
Yeah.
When it does its song, when the Hexus does its song, and it's like it's a
Turning
skeleton,
into a
and
skeleton.
stuff,
Yeah, that's-
like
I imagine that was trauma.
yeah.
But all I can think about as an adult is where it's just leaving a mess everywhere it goes.
Yeah,
That's all I can think
same
about as an
thing.
adult. I was like, they've got to know it's a mess.
I was
Who
like,
made this mess
thing,
in here?
I was like, this thing is gonna shut down. It's got oil everywhere. Like,
Catching these when you're an adult's different now.
Oh, it
sure.
is. My thought process is, who was making this going, oh, kids are going to love this?
you know what one of my thoughts was while I was watching it? Carrick came because Carrick was like, did I miss the baddie song? Like, he just was excited to hear the baddie song. But he came out, and I was like,
Your roommate, Carrick.
I was like, yeah. I was like,
First-time listeners,
why
they don't
the
know what
fuck
a Carrick is.
are they talking
First-time
about
listener.
him? Like, they're like, what is this strange creature? He looks exactly like them, without wings.
Yeah, it's the
They
same.
look identical. Him and Pips, whatever his name is, could be brothers.
They probably were.
Like,
We
they're
sound so angry
so
about this.
confused
She's
by
so
the way
angry.
he looks, but he looks
So they haven't seen
just like
humans
them.
in hundreds of years.
I think
without
this era
pointy ears.
I think this era could
Not
talk about
really.
you.
They
Yeah, he
don't-
does.
They don't have wings?
That's what I said. That's the first thing I
Talk
said.
about what you're
Except for
talking.
having wings, he looks
There's a lot-
exactly like them.
There was a lot of dark cartoons
Yes.
around this era.
Sure.
Like a lot of weird illustrated. You guys ever do like Troll in Central Park? You remember that
Yep.
one? Like Green
Yep.
Thumb, a little
Yep.
dark.
Yes.
Some creepy shit in a lot of those.
I
Even
think-
like Land Before Time and stuff like that.
Not only that,
was
like
a little bit
Little
fucking
Mermaid
creepy,
had a little
man.
creepy stuff in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like, I think it was just that time and period, like, there was creepy shit going on, and it was cool, and it was
Keep
fine.
it real for these little small motherfuckers.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think there was a lot of this, like, hey, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with people
Right.
being a little scared of something, and the whole message of this movie, I think, was the point of we got to make kids scared of this, so that they're not going to grow up and pollute or
It
cut
didn't
down the
work.
forest or whatever. Maybe it didn't work for everybody, but maybe it worked for somebody.
I mean, I'm not like lofting shit out the window.
Greta
kind of thing.
Thunberg or whatever her name probably watched this movie. Was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
she did this to her.
we're not.
Ferngully.
She's
And
literally.
We will not stand.
And that's not even her,
Someone
her
told me she was
generation.
autistic.
Right.
So someone showed it to her, like sought it out and showed
She
it to
might
her.
be.
Because that's not even her generation, because
Well,
she's a lot
maybe
younger than us.
she's from what, Sweden. Maybe they get things later.
Oh
Lot
yeah,
later.
definitely.
Like 15 years later.
She just got this. This is happening. Right, this is happening right now.
Oh my god.
The fairies.
Where to watch this guy? This is going to be the largest movie. The
Pool?
largest list of movie places you can watch this.
Oh,
You
really?
ready? For free, you can watch it on Tubi, Tubi, Pluto TV, Sling TV, the Roku channel, Plex. To rent, Amazon, Google Play, Apple TV, Fandango at Home, Philo, Redbox, and Stars. Yes, Redbox, you can still watch it on, but you can't actually physically go there because they're all gone now.
Are you did all of you guys watch this in the same spot? Did we all watch this in the same spot? Where'd you guys watch this?
Plex.
What about
Yeah,
you,
I
Terry?
think I watched
Yeah.
it.
You
She's on-
finally fucking won,
she's on the-
dog.
yeah, she's on the-
You finally fucking
She's
won.
finally on.
This is a perfect competition too. Everything was an option, and everybody hit the plex.
I will say though, I have watched this elsewhere
Yeah, yeah.
before, but I
Well-
was already on Plex, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna.
The funny thing is, it's on Plex without
Yeah,
my
without-
Plex
yeah, yeah.
too. So
Oh,
yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
There's other things on
Yeah.
Plex besides my
Actually, when I clicked
Idea.
on it, it asked me if I wanted to watch it
on Plex
by
or on
Flex
yeah,
or
yeah.
via your thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know if they took it out. Does anyone know? But when we did Ghost of whatever, where Cage's balls blow off,
Yes,
I got that from the Red Box. It's at Sheets down the street.
yes, it's gone now.
Is the it's
All
gone?
the Redbox actual locations.
Damn, I was
Yeah,
hoping we could do like a
this-
roulette or something.
The
Like
could
CVS
still
Oh, the
right by
physical
me
locations
too.
are gone?
Yeah.
The CVS right by
That was
me
a
too
good
used
run.
to
How
have
long was
one.
that? 10, 15 years?
It's probably longer than you think.
DVDs?
Yeah. Well, so Redbox is its thing was bought out by another company.
hey, he's dying.
The Twisters.
Someone give him a drink.
Oh my god!
Use
What
that.
happened?
Hit the wrong hole.
You don't want-
Redbox
You
was
don't want that.
Don't put your hands there. We're all good now.
yeah. Redbox was bought out by another
that
company,
the-
and
is
then
that
that
the-
company.
That's a screen one. We'll put that over here. on
Sorry,
the floor.
Steve. It's the oxidized.
Not the. Shit, I use your jizz rag for my cough spit.
yes, yes.
Sorry. Go
It
ahead.
cleans up everything.
Interesting.
I forget my point that I was trying to make, other than
Long
Redbox
time
was
listener.
It was bought out.
First time caller.
was bought out, and then that company now just filed for bankruptcy, and they basically said we're going to cease all operations of physical locations.
I'm the one who asked. I wasn't even
Yes.
listening. I was.
It's fine.
They gone.
It's fine. They're gone.
What do you think they did with all those little? They just trashed them. Movies.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Hopefully people kept them. I have a few. I've got hit with that $35 charge to keep a fucking DVD.
You know
before.
what would have been
Yeah, it's
smart
the
is,
worst.
hey, advertise on, because it's a giant screen. Just say, hey, going out of business, buy
Take 'em
whatever
home.
you want out of here, right? Like
Yeah.
$1.
Oh
a
my god!
fucking
I would have
thing.
stood there for like a half hour, just like.
There would have been a line for the first time. In
Right,
like
exactly.
fucking 10
It would have
years.
been that would have been great because when I lost internet for those 2 days, I literally couldn't watch anything except whatever DVDs we had, which is like 6.
Well, when Redbox came out, it was the jam. Like if you took advantage of it, like got it that night and took it home the next morning, $1. It used to be
yeah,
$1.
yeah. It was
Then it was like
$1,
$1.25. Then it was
Yep.
like $1.55 at one point. But
I used to do it for video games before I did GameFly because they weren't
best.
sending it through the mail or whatever, and you could get it. Obviously, when Blockbuster went away and all that, it worked. And then Netflix was like, "Well, we're sending DVDs to you too." People don't even realize that's a thing, by the way. That Netflix started as a DVD.
yeah, they're mailing DVDs. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do they still?
they
Oh,
do.
probably not. They
No,
do.
they do.
Oh shit.
I was gonna say, there's still a service for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
remember
mean,
seeing
come on,
something.
think about it. There are people who
In areas that don't have internet,
don't really have internet or good enough internet or don't want to fuck with streaming.
or are just old and
They
set
could
in
put
their ways.
those
How much-
messages through the TV
How
and
much
get you.
data are you taking up right now?
How much data? What?
How much memory are you taking up with that? With the Plex stuff you got?
So I have
Infinite.
3 hard drives right now. In that
How
one's
many terabytes in those fucking
There's
hard drives,
2.
dog?
they're all
I don't bite.
they're all 16 terabytes. So you do the
How full?
math.
Are you rated them out?
I have 7 terabytes left, free.
Hot damn.
But that's not all just Plex stuff. That's got like my data from like my band
okay.
videos. That's got like pictures from
I have unlimited.
I was a kid,
terabytes.
whatever.
Go ahead, hit.
That was
there.
really good. That was actually really good.
Yeah.
good.
But I'm actually and all the podcast stuff too is on there too. You got to think like each episode that we do here, this
to.
video right now that is raw.
You gotta think, man.
You gotta think, man. At the end of this,
Getting
this,
yelled
this
You know what I'm packing back there?
at the end of this could be anywhere from 8 to like 15 to 25 gigabyte file of just this video. So
How much
each
do you think has
episode.
been about Ferngully so far?
About
this
30
episode,
seconds.
I can't get that out of my. You gotta think, man.
Steve's trying the hardest to keep it on the rails, and I
I'm
just
just
throw
gonna
him
keep
right under
seeing
the
him
fucking.
just say it replaying in my head.
I mean, I'll keep. You gotta think, man.
God damn!
Just clip that over and over.
That's
All
fine.
right.
I
Ferngully,
want to play it
though,
when I do something stupid. You gotta think, man. I'm like, oonga boonga.
you gotta think. Anyways, written by. Sorry, written by. This is based on a
We're all
book,
day drinking.
Ferngully, by Diana Young. The screenplay was by Jim Cox.
Old Jimmy Cox.
Thanks. I knew somebody was
Like, I'm a
going
coxman. I'm not
I'm
gonna
a coxman.
apologize.
It's directed by Bill Croyer.
Oh, different high schools together.
Mm-hmm. Anybody want to guess what this movie is rated?
Yeah,
PG.
17.
NC-17.
I have no idea.
It's G.
Oh, is it?
It is rated G.
Oh,
I feel
okay.
like you were tricking us.
Do we think it's
G
a little-
seemed obvious. I had said PG because I was like,
Maybe.
it's got to be something else.
Right. No,
the
just
way he's
G.
asking.
Is that just guidance?
Just guidance.
From whom?
Guide you to the movie.
Is there anything? There's nothing
Parental.
below G, right? Because it goes G, PG, PG-13, R, NC-17,
Imagine
and
just
then
being-
AO.
Well, I guess they rate TV shows now, right?
Yeah, but it's the
Yeah,
different.
still
It's,
TV-14,
yeah, it's-
TV,
yeah.
PG, TVG. I don't fucking know.
No, I think it's just TV,
I think you're right.
TV 14, and then MA.
Oh, there's a TVY.
What is that?
Youth.
All children.
Yeah.
Intended for children ages 2 to 6. And it's
There's
not
also a
designed to
dog one
expect to
I've
frighten.
seen. There's one that's rated for dogs. I can't remember what it
Yeah,
is.
it's vegetables.
TVY7FV. There's a whole slew of younger ones, actually.
What, did I just blow your mind there for the dog one?
Why?
So
Are
you
some
know,
things not suitable for dogs?
no,
Yeah,
it's
like
made
loud
for
noises?
dogs. So it's rated for dogs.
But is there an opposite where there are things dogs shouldn't watch?
Anything with doorbells.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
For
there's a
real,
ton-
I hate it. Ding
there's a
dong
ton of
shit, stop it. Ah, he fucking
General
goes crazy.
audience is G.
Actually,
Right,
my
general
dogs don't
general
like.
audience.
Well,
I don't need guidance.
not
It's
all
Parental
dogs.
guidance
My-
is PG.
Yes.
My
Right.
2 dogs don't
TV
like
14.
watching things that have animals. in them.
Strongly.
They go after the
strongly
TV.
caution.
They will bark at the TV.
Mine goes after the TV too.
Like even if those animals don't make noise, they can recognize that that is an like
It's
they
an
see
animal,
it and they just know that's an animal. And Cooper starts barking at the TV. There are so many movies that I've wanted to watch that were like that Megan Levy movie with the dog, or the movie with Channing Tatum and the dog. And but the dog is a main character, so it's in the whole movie.
your
And I'm like,
dog
how
just
the
can't
fuck am
do
I
it.
supposed to watch?
Too much
this?
anxiety.
No comment. My dog knows what's real and fake.
It's very down to earth.
Yeah,
Literally.
he knows.
Well, they're real animals.
I know.
Let's see.
They're
let's
just
put
not
on-
in our
let's put on
house.
My dog knows
Balto
that
for his
there's
entertainment.
a TV and it's not. He'll bark it
He's-
if we point him out. He'll look and he'll be like,
He's well
"I don't like this
grounded.
fucking guy." Thank you.
We've
But
also,
even if there's like a doorbell or someone knocking on whatever during a TV show, doesn't care.
I haven't
gets
really
my- that
seen
gets
them.
my dog.
I haven't
No,
really
the
seen them
doorbell and the
interact with
knock.
that as much, like a not like noises. As
You know what
much,
it might
but-
be? He knows our doorbell and our knock or whatever, and maybe he's just like, "That's not this," so fuck him.
You know what I like to
I
do?
think one time he should be next to the door, and I'll knock, and I'll just chase his ass afterwards, just to see what he does, see if he changes
Ruin him forever.
his mentality for it.
Like
You
he
know
won't
what I'm
bark
saying?
anymore.
I know,
'cause
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
that'll
yeah.
happen every
I
time.
don't know, or maybe he just he'll just bark every time
I mean, he
a
barks.
car pulls up. kind of thing.
Or
You
he'll
guys
get
know.
aggressively worse because he's like, if I'm gonna get chased every time, I gotta bulk up and like.
I gotta bulk up.
Now I'm just going
Just
right
a
in for
fucking
the
little,
attack.
Little bean.
Yeah,
Little
I gotta
fucking
be ready for
potato.
attack now because
Dude, all my dogs come flying. Every one of them.
Everybody.
Yeah.
mine too.
Yeah, you will get fucking mauled.
Oh, mine won't maul you, but they sound like they
It's
will.
confusing because the lab will tear you up, like genuinely. The big dog will come at you.
The
You'll
lab
be
will
terrified.
really.
I
And the
haven't
little,
seen Diesel in a while.
yeah, Diesel had a rough childhood. And then
Yeah.
Benny, the little Frenchie, he'll come up. He'll be like, "Oh yeah, you motherfucker!"
Yeah, of
Fucking,
course,
like,
yeah.
dodge it for a minute and then run.
No, mine are like loud, but what they do is they'll bring you a toy, and I think that's how they judge people. If you take the toy from them and start like playing with them, they're like, all right, fine.
You're cool.
Fucking keep
But
that
like they'll bark a
goddamn
lot,
toy.
and then Cooper and Jade will run and get toys and bring them to you after they bark at you, and then they're like, okay, they're fine.
I went over to Miles' house with his dog. He's got a new pup. Pup's a little rambunctious teenager, I think, at this point.
I think I know. I still have a fucking scar from him.
So me and the dog was fighting. and
Yeah.
I don't think the dog's ever been
Fought with.
mounted or held down.
Freaked out.
Yeah, so he was nipping because he was
We
trying
do,
to
man,
get us
we
to play.
do.
So
Yeah,
he'd
yeah.
bite, like actually hurt bite. And I got on top of him, I set him down, and he was like, "Oh fuck!" Oh.
I don't.
Now
like
every
this.
time I go over, he comes up to me, he's like,
Oh shit.
and then we start playing.
Yeah.
I remember you. What are we doing today?
My youngest doesn't like anything that feels like smothering.
People don't forget. But sorry.
Rhodey, he doesn't like anything that feels
in
like
seventh
smothering
grade,
or
man.
like holding him down. He
I
starts
don't
like
think any dogs.
he
do
starts
unless
like
they're small.
flailing.
No dog likes it. That's just a.
My oldest one
An
and,
alpha male.
and my female, they don't mind. I could
Like,
literally
even, like-
just lay on top of them and like
It's like
squeeze
being
them.
put on their
and
side. They're like, no.
they'll- I mean, they lay there
Don't
like
touch
this,
me.
like, okay, whenever you're done. But they don't give a shit. Rhodey, like his legs start like flailing about.
Have a 175-pound dog. Mav, I pick him up. I pick him up on the ground. He's just like, "Oh fuck!" Goes straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never been up here.
Right, right. You gotta think like
that
a dog.
does the same thing when I
I
pick
should do
Rhodey
that.
up. His legs just go full straight out, and he's like, "Oh my god!"
I should do that thing where you're like that trend where they're showing animals things they've never seen
Yeah, yeah,
before.
Oh yeah, like
I
this
should
is the
show him
top
the
of the
fridge. Like, pick
refrigerator.
him up.
Yeah.
He's just like, "Oh fuck!"
My dog's used to being picked up. Obviously,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
a little guy. So He's like,
Little
"Oh,
pause.
pick me up,
Jade,
motherfucker."
Jade is really the only one I can like comfortably pick up and actually like carry around. I mean, and even then, it's not for long periods of time
You
because all my
suave,
dogs are over 40
sophisticated man.
pounds.
Can we like call attention to something for a second?
Oh yeah. The
My
wine
man
over
here,
I don't think they can see that. They
Is-
couldn't see
is-
the pour off
yeah.
screen. Look at the
my man is
what kind
drinking
of-
this beautiful beverage out of a nice wine glass.
That's one of the finest twisted teas I've had.
What year? What year
I
is
was.
that?
The classy.
It's a 202021.
No, that might not
It's
be.
an old batch reserve.
A classy twee. a
I
classy
was
twee.
looking forward to wine.
say
Wine
there?
Mondays are a thing for me when I'm here. And Tara didn't bring the vino.
Stop. Put it
You
on her. She's
know,
gonna stop
May
bringing it.
2025.
I have never once asked for her to bring wine, and she's brought wine. How
right.
many weeks in a row did she bring wine?
Like 17.
At that point, you've established a precedent. A precedent has been set.
You're right.
And it's so much, I was talking to other people. I was like, ooh, today's Wine Monday.
I'm just ready for
creating-
wine. And
She's
now,
creating
now
a
I
bunch of
come here-
monsters. Is what
Okay.
she's doing.
Steve even had 4 wine
I did.
glasses, beautifully
I had-
polished and displayed,
ready to go.
waiting for Wine Monday. Not only was she,
What
not
I
only was she
love-
late,
This
Yep.
is what I
Then
love
bring
about
wine.
this. You can pour that back into the can.
nope, I'm
and
going
give
to
it
pour
back
it right
to
in my
me.
mouth.
Because what I did bring was what you're
chucks it in the
drinking.
I forgot to say thank you for
What
the
I
twisted
did
tea
bring.
first.
What I love about this though is that when I started to bring the wine, it was because you all said you were not wine drinkers.
And here we are.
And now
We're just drinking all
Hey,
the
I
wine.
would say I'm
it's an
perfectly.
expectation now.
Yeah.
I am nothing but thankful.
Because we get to talk about the
These
bottle, we get
fucking
to talk about where it came
degens over
from.
here. Pandering.
I'm just gonna say this. I've never said once, "Don't bring the wine."
Yeah, I don't think maybe.
But you have said bring liquor.
Yes,
I still did
go
that.
with it. I know you're. I see the.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
I
see
still
you turning.
brought alcohol.
No, this is a great success.
Actually,
it's just
look,
not.
is there Jack over there?
There
Still
is.
in that?
A smidgen.
Great combination.
got-
is
Didn't we do
Twisted
that?
Tea
Didn't
and
you do
Jack,
that before?
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
true.
Jim Beam there. There's Crown. I wouldn't touch that Coke.
That
That's-
crown was Steve's B-Day, one of his B-Day gifts.
This looks like it's probably been here forever. The ultimate limited
That's a
edition
pretty sweet can.
Coca-Cola Zero. It says recycle me on it. Is there a date on here? I can't read it.
I dare you to drink that.
What?
No.
It doesn't even
Give it
go.
to me.
It just.
I'll chug that
Yeah.
shit.
It's zero
Oh, man,
calorie
Coke
cola
Zero.
plus XP flavored.
XP flavored.
And
I
it's
don't know what
and
that
it's warm.
Get that
too.
experience points.
It's actually kind of cold.
Is it?
Yeah.
I
feel it.
hate warm carbonated
cold.
stuff.
It's a Coke from Alaska.
Alaska glacier water.
It's always cold.
Zero sugar, zero calorie.
What's it? I can't read the bottom because the
Is
lights.
that the
were
no
like-
caffeine Coke Zero?
Yeah, the lights were.
XP flavored.
I accidentally bought that the
See
other
if
day.
you can
and was
read
so
the bottom if
disappointed.
there's
My
an
grandparents used to
expiration.
drink
The lights
like
were just too, like,
literally the
reflective
ginger
where I
ale
could
color
see it.
can. You're like,
Oh,
what is
yeah.
this shit?
Fuck.
Last
You're
September.
the disappointment of you bought
Shit.
something that was supposed
Almost
to
a
be
year
normal
ago.
He ain't
soda
drinking
and it's
No,
not.
he's gonna drink it. He said he was gonna drink
No,
it.
don't do
I don't
that.
want Wally to die.
Well, you're not gonna die.
Ferngully is starring
I'm not gonna die.
Tim Curry as
It only expired
Hexus,
a year ago.
Samantha Mathis as Krista, Christian Slater as Pips, Jonathan Ward as Zach, Robin Williams as Batty, Grace Zabriskie as the narrator or Maggie. Would that be Maggie? Maggie Loon? Looney? Loon?
Watch the movie,
Looney?
dude.
Look, I wasn't listening to people's names. What do you think this is?
Maggie.
Jeffrey Blake is Ralph, Robert Pastorelli is Tony, Cheech Marin is Stump, Tommy Chong is Root. I
Got
always
some
say this name.
Tone lock.
Thank you. I always
Fucking
want to say
lit
Tony
cast,
Locke
dog.
as Lou, Townsend Coleman as Noddy, and Brian Cummings as Ock. I want to say something. There was a movie that came out a couple years after this that was also starring Samantha Mathis and Christian Slater. If anybody can get
Hard
that
Rain.
right, nope. If anybody
What?
can get that right,
Can I look it up?
no.
Hang on. I think I know this because I
have no
know
fucking
other
clue.
Wasn't Hard
cartoons. I know other cartoons that Christian Slater was the
It's
voice
not a
in.
cartoon.
Oh, it wasn't a cartoon. I thought he definitely has voiced other cartoons.
I'm
I
not
thought you were saying it was a
I could have
cartoon.
sworn because I was like, 'cause when I looked at the cast, I was like, oh, they were in Hard Rain together. Damn, I love that movie. I thought you were gonna say. I thought I nailed
Is
that.
this the one with the nuke?
Oh, Broken Arrow.
You
Should
got
have
it.
said nuke.
I was
As
gonna
soon as
say,
it
if
said
it's
nuke, I was
real
like Broken
people,
I
Arrow.
didn't know
don't-
who Christian Slater was, and I knew, but I didn't. I
When
was
did
trying to picture the
when
face.
did Hard Rain come out?
I would have immediately told Steve
I
that
was
if I
just
could
looking
picture
at
the
it.
fucking face.
98, but it has Christian Slater, but
But
not,
she's in
it's
it, right?
No, it's Minnie Driver. And Morgan Freeman. And Randy Quaid.
Hard Rain's a good one. Have you,
And
do you remember that one?
That's
I
probably
haven't-
one of
I haven't seen it in a long.
Yeah, I've seen it on
Travolta's
TBS.
best
I've only seen it on
roles.
TBS. You should download it.
Okay.
Travolta's one of his best roles.
I
Broken
fucking
Arrows?
love Broken-
Yeah,
I love
Yeah, Broken Arrow's a good one.
I love
And-
this crazy fucking.
It's a terrible movie,
Yeah.
but
Absolutely.
it's amazing. Terribly amazing. Is that a new thing?
Sure, I say stupid
Terribly
shit like that.
amazing.
What's
all
that
the
guy's
time.
name?
Howie Long?
Yeah, Howie Long.
Why is he?
Yeah, why is he in here?
He's like, I played football and I'm trying to make the
crazy.
switch to acting.
What a good movie.
The way Travolta goes out too, like
Oh,
our
dude,
boss.
straight to the chest.
I've never seen it.
You
Nuke-
should-
nuke
It's
to
action
the
movie.
chest.
Oh my god, amazing.
It's
a
a
good
great.
one.
It's a great. It's terrible, but it's great.
Do you like cheesy,
The
like
best part of that is this: the sound.
cheesy
As soon as
'90s
you
action
hear-
movies that make no sense?
I feel like we've been on this podcast long enough where you should know if I would like it or
So
not.
no. I don't know. It's so fucking cheesy
I like
that it's
Travolta
good.
though.
He's a bad guy.
He's extra cheesy in this,
Yeah,
and it's Christian Slater.
it's like military cheesy too.
Yeah. Oh, it's such a good movie.
It has one of the most memorable. What the fuck?
Beep,
No!
beep, beep,
Oh, no! Oh my.
There's the scene where they, spoilers, they detonate a nuke underground. And, dude, that music just brings me right back.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no movies anymore that have, like, recognizable soundtracks.
And like a good intro like
yeah.
that.
Dude,
Wait, Travolta's
this
the bad guy?
so oddly
Why
specific.
is he
Well-
in the front?
hold on.
Because he's a pilot.
He's the
He's
biggest
pilot
one.
for the Air Force.
Hold on. You weren't supposed to really know that in the beginning.
Oh well,
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
But if you probably read
Yeah,
the
he's a good
synopsis,
guy.
you might say it. Travolta and Christian Slater are like fighter pilots, and they're flying like a stealth bomber in the beginning to do like this test
What a
mission.
theme! What a theme!
Yeah, great.
That's a fucking.
They're doing
because
this
had
test.
I just seen this cover, I wouldn't have guessed he was the bad guy because he's
Yeah,
in the front.
it's not.
Usually, the bad guy is not
Kinda
the
spoiled
main
well, I mean, it's
focal
it's,
point.
Not only that, but he's a bad.
It's
He's
back.
a bad guy.
He's bad. He's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy.
He's a bad.
It's
this is the best
50-50.
bad
It's
guy.
not like he's just the bad guy and he's in the background. It's like a 50-50 split. The movie is him, Travolta, and Christian Slater like on screen, and it's really fucking good.
It's good.
But in the worst way, if that makes sense. Like I'm not
don't
gonna
think
give
you'd
that
like it.
movie. I'm not gonna give that movie more than like a 6 out of 10, but it's enjoyable.
I love that shit.
Like
It's so
executive
fucking good.
Executive Decision, fucking Broken Arrow,
Exactly.
Oh
all
my
those
God,
movies.
We've got a broken arrow.
What's
Someone called the
what's
president.
Kurt Russell in Air Force One? Is that Air Force One?
That's Harrison Ford.
Which is the one where Kurt
Executive
Russell?
Decision.
That's
With
executive
Steven-
decision.
That's a good
Steven
one.
Seagal.
Seagal in the fucking not the B-2 bomber.
Yeah,
I thought
they go up in the stealth bomber to go
I don't
into
think it's
the
a stealth
fucking plane.
bomber, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is a stealth bomber, 100%.
Yeah.
And that little connector breaks, and Seagal just
Seagal's like, "Fadoosh."
I love
Gone.
how it's complete public knowledge that he's a fucking
Fake.
douche and he's just a wuss.
Oh, what's that? Is that a chopper? Oh yeah, I used to fly those.
Yeah, does he get punched or kicked and he shit himself?
Yeah. Halle Berry is also in Executive Decision. People forget about that.
Oh, yeah.
Also, John Leguizamo.
Dude, old fucking pest.
Also, what the fuck's that guy's name? He played in Ready to Rumble. He played the main wrestler. No.
Jimmy the King.
Yeah.
But what's his name?
What's his name?
can't
Oh,
remember.
ground me.
Yeah,
Or what?
he's in that movie too. Dude, that movie is.
Ready to Rumble. That's one of my faves. Are you talking about?
I'm both. Ready to Rumble is great. That's
Ready
one
to
of my
Rumble
faves
is
too.
Fuck.
It's
Gives
back
him
to the
Slurpee, and he's like, "How'd you
Smells
make your
like-
way through that thing or whatever?"
Struggled through the butt fruit, but it got really bad at the bottom. He's like, oh, it smells like a beer sour ass.
He's like, run the butt fruit, try to settle to the bottom. God
He's like,
damn it, I
Gordy,
love them.
oh, super sugar slush. Hey, I wanted some man. Oh,
Did
I
you
love
guys do that?
movie.
You guys did that one early.
Sal
didn't you?
Bandini, want to wrestle?
Wanna wrestle?
That was an
That
early
was
one?
our first
First one.
episode
Yeah.
ever, and then to do our 100th episode special, we re-reviewed that. So that was like our special whatever thing.
I fucking
So
love that movie.
you don't got to twist my arm to watch
I'm Fireman Fred. I'm gonna hose ya.
it. Okay, this is all we got? This is the best we got? God damn it, I love that fucking movie. Where he's running, or he's trying to chase the bus as it's leaving, and he's just like, it's a great ass. It's fucking funny. God damn it. All right, runtime on Ferngully, the movie that we're here to actually review, 76 minutes.
Is this the shortest movie?
This would
we've
be
done?
the shortest
Yeah.
movie we have done to date, And how long were the credits? Because I'm pretty sure they're like 8 minutes long. So in reality, this movie's probably like 65 minutes.
Yeah. Honestly, for how short it was, I didn't really notice that it was that short.
It doesn't, in the nicest way possible, it feels longer than it is.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I fell asleep watching it.
Oh.
I had to,
Talk about the soundtrack.
I had
in
to
this.
pick it back up.
Fucking lit.
We can. So
So
obviously,
When that music kicks in for the baddie song, where it's like, the
Perfect.
"Ooh," you're like, oh, this is about to go off.
there was one song, I'm trying to remember which song it was, where I'm like, I just didn't like this one.
You think it was
but-
woke? You think this is a woke movie?
I don't like that
using
word.
using rap
'Cause I
and
don't
stuff
really feel like it
super
means
early
something.
on. And
Betty.
yeah, you think?
I just feel like they were exploiting Robin Williams. Not
There's
exploiting,
a
but
lot
it
of there's
I'm pretty
there's
sure he
some
wrote
rap.
that.
There's a couple
Right.
rap tunes
Well, you
in
got to
there.
think in the early '90s, this is what culture was.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying to make it. Hey, this is hip. This is cool. I'm Betty. You know, like what?
Walkman.
Yeah.
Clip it.
Clip it. The baddie again.
I'm cool, I'm Betty.
That's what they're trying to do, and it comes off a little
Well, it's Hollywood, so it's corny.
Hollywood. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It just has a lot of the ingredients to be.
You knew the words.
Even if it's not a woke movie,
She
it,
knows all this.
It has a lot of the ingredients to be woke.
It does,
You know what I'm saying?
Well, think about it. It's a tree hugger movie.
exactly. Not saying it is, but it just has stuff that
Right.
you know.
Now, if we're gonna look at this movie as an actual movie, are we also mad at Zach for lying to them?
Zach's a dick.
Lying to who?
lied to.
He was
Oh.
deceitful.
Right, because he was like, "Oh, the X's mean that it's safe."
He
he did
omitted
say
a
that.
couple
You
things
know, I go
about
on a
himself.
fairy rampage until someone turned me back into a normal sized fucking human.
That's that. Thank you. I would kind of
While
be
I'm
like,
here.
"Hey, can you? I know you fucked up because you don't
Can
know
you,
how to do this. Can you make me a human again?"
Do you think the only reason he didn't get changed back the first time is because they did it in a space that didn't allow it? He looked like he was about to
He
go
went
back
and then
to
boom,
normal.
and then bumped back down.
Yeah, maybe they're like, try again.
yeah.
Oops.
It's a big
Maybe.
oops. It's a
I
big-
did like the
big
scene
oops.
where they were making him into the different things where he was like an
The
elephant.
duck, and then
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
he's like,
oh,
no, try again.
Darwin Pool or whatever, the Robin Williams shit. You think it was fucking again him freestyling?
100%.
Yeah,
we're
for
gonna get
sure.
into that a little bit later.
All right.
For
Fun
sure.
facts.
Can we talk about Batty though?
Do
Like
it.
he was a
What-
science project.
Yeah, he was.
essentially.
Yeah.
What was that plugged into his brain?
Definitely some type
Some
of
sort of receiver.
a
of
yeah, they were
sorts.
putting
Yeah.
wires on the end of that and definitely sending charges
Or,
through
hold
that
on.
little bat's
Red
brain.
bars,
Or were
blue
they trying to
bars,
make
one
him like an
rise through
RC
me.
bat that they could control him
I don't
flying
think that's.
somewhere?
I think that's a little stretch. That's might be.
How do you know?
I mean, how do
I
you?
don't
It
know,
looked
he
like
was
a
just in a lab.
it looked like a
I have
TV
no idea.
receiver into his head.
What I
technically.
liked, not liked because it's awful, but like during the song, you're kind of getting a glimpse of where he was by
Sure.
like like that little shadow. Get me another one. Get
Yeah,
me
it was
another
definitely in a
animal.
lab,
Like all
yeah.
like this one is spent or what like all the little things going on. But
Yeah,
when
they-
he puts the lipstick on and he's like tested on whatever,
Yeah.
like
That little guy was fucking lobotomized and then plugged into
And
something.
then
It's crazy when you think of
electrified
them like that because I work at a lab
electrified.
that has like mice and stuff. So it's like when you think like that's what they're doing to them all
yeah.
day, you're like, man, it's pretty wild.
NIH and shit.
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, well, they got rid of monkeys, which is good. They did that in Maryland. So
That's good.
yeah, I used to work at one of those labs too. I probably don't do that, did I?
Well, no. What did you use?
I used to work I work at labs.
Do you have the NDA still, or can
No,
you
I
talk
was, just saying,
about
I was just thinking there's no NDA for the monkey one, but
Sure.
that one they shut down. That was in Rockville.
I was joking,
but that was yeah.
was there really an NDA?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
if
no,
you
no,
work-
not that one. I have different NDAs for different labs.
If
yes.
you work in
Are
certain
they still
yes.
like we're
Dude,
talking
it
like
gets
crazy shit?
I mean,
super
not crazy,
serious.
but I mean, it's stuff that the average human wouldn't
wouldn't be okay with.
like. It's when let's put it this way: when I found out they were, with the whole like manipulating viruses to make them worse, it's like, oh, that's what else would you be doing with it?
Right.
You already
Yeah.
have it. They have it in they have everything.
Oh yeah,
They have everything you can imagine.
Yeah.
Everything that you
and more.
Yeah, I mean, I've walked down the hallways where there's literally HIV in this freezer, COVID-19 in that one. Like, it's it's crazy to think about. Like,
I've seen Resident Evil.
yeah, that stuff's real.
I'm going to die down here.
That
And
stuff's
the-
real.
Dude, the part where he literally stops and just turns around and throws the vial and it
Yeah.
breaks. Yeah.
Oh, if that happens,
Oh.
you have to call the spill teams.
Oh.
It's crazy. Like the people that come in for that shit.
Yeah,
so-
like we have to shut down. Like you can't even have like air conditioning. Like to shut down all mechanical because
Oh,
it'll
yeah.
pull
Yep.
vapor and shit like that and put it.
Oh,
in
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
dude, it's fucking. critical.
Mariah's.
I would like to talk to you off.
Yeah, we'll talk
camera.
off air more.
Yeah.
I got a pretty fucking
need to know
wild one. Mariah's
This is getting flagged. Shit.
Mariah's boyfriend works in
Mariah.
San Antonio. She's my little sister.
Sure.
But he works in one of those clinical research facilities for people that deal with cancer risk things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got
T-virus.
some pretty wild shit in there. Like some pretty wild shit.
yeah, I'll
They've
bet.
had some pretty wild mishandlings happen in there. He's told me about them. That shit is fucking crazy.
He's probably not supposed to.
Nope. I asked him. You could just me. I'm like, hey, yeah, come on, man. I'm gonna ask
I
you
don't
the
know.
whole
I'll never
time
talk
we're
about this
here.
ever.
Who
Yeah.
the fuck I'm gonna tell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world.
Yeah, the podcast.
Probably. Ferngully release date
Fired.
Poor baddie.
April 10th, 1992.
Early.
This is an old movie, man. We were all
Holy shit.
I was
4.
No,
That was fun.
in April I was 3. I hadn't turned 4 yet.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, look at that.
92 in April
92, yeah. Look at us.
because my birthday's fall.
That's good to know.
88, right?
We're all 88.
We're all
yeah.
88.
Oh, nice.
We're
Year
all,
of the Dragon.
Yeah, we're all just killing
Wow,
it.
36 this year?
I'm already there. Fuck.
Yeah.
You ever see
I thought I
those-
was 37, so I gained a year. I was like,
Oh,
yes!
yeah. Leap year.
Yeah.
I turned 36 and my back went, yep.
Yeah, my dad was like, hey, moron. You're 30 years younger than me. I'm not 67.
You
I was
don't,
like,
you don't count the year you're
Simple
born.
man.
That's the only reason he knows.
Right.
Fucking 30 on the
That's
button.
funny. What were you going to say?
I was gonna say, my mom worked at Golden Dragon when my dad was enlisted, and you would see those. It's
that
a
it?
Chinese food restaurant,
Okay, that's what I thought.
and they'd have the mats that would have your different years and what
Oh, yeah.
animal you were. And every one of my family had the worst. Like, you're the rat.
Right.
Yeah, you're the cock. And I found I was like, oh yes.
Yeah.
You're
know
the
what's-
dragon, baby.
what's
You're the
funny-
beaver.
What a perfect circle.
Go ahead. It's raspberry. Go ahead.
It's right, yeah.
I just protect my ass.
People would hunt for this ass for years.
For years.
I just recently learned that astrology is different when, so everybody says, oh, you're
It's off.
right, you're
yeah.
you're a whatever Gemini, a Virgo, or whatever. Everybody's just fucking wrong because
Yeah.
the maps have changed since then. So in reality, it doesn't mean anything.
You mean to tell me
Yep.
that when I read,
Yep.
my horoscope is wrong?
It is wrong.
But
Don't-
I did
you
have a
can't-
challenging
Oh, no, I
day.
You can't argue with anyone that does that. Get him.
And life
not
is
kidding.
full of surprises.
You ever argue with like someone that's a deep astrology?
Oh, it's terrible.
It's pretty serious. It gets serious really fast, and then they try to bring up all
my
these things
chakra
that are like,
or my energy is,
yeah. You see these? You don't think you're any of these things? No, I think everybody's all those things that you just fucking
Right.
listed to me.
That does sound like me.
I think you could literally blind test somebody by going, oh, this month's horoscope, whatever, says you're this, this, and this, and be like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
exactly me. And be like, okay, I just read the other one.
I feel like I have read like the stereotypical ones of other ones though, and I have gone, no, not me.
Let's read.
Oh,
I have
here
read
comes
mine.
the
Okay,
test.
okay.
I have
Here
read.
comes
I
the
have read
test.
mine because I'm a Libra.
I'm a Libra.
I have read mine, and mine's
My name is Josh. I'm 35. I'm a
35.
Libra.
Libra.
I've signed NDAs. And I have some
I have
stories, but
many NDAs. I can't
you'll
talk about
never
them
know.
yet. Call me next year on the 5th of July because that's when they're up.
maybe on our 1-year anniversary, you'll find out some secrets.
Oh, I have to trust you.
Top 10 that week. Number 10. Everybody brace for it. Are you ready?
92.
I'm just throwing all my energy here for a second. Everybody
Disney
brace.
Is this
Disney
mermaid or
Aladdin.
something? What the fuck is this? No, it was way earlier than that. What is it?
My cousin Vinny.
Oh, nice.
Oh, don't. God damn it.
I can control
See, I said
myself.
everybody brace.
I can control myself.
Can you?
You know what?
I know you want to
You know
say
what?
the word deer.
You know why? Because I'm too hungry.
Oh.
We told Tara she couldn't eat her fucking twisters.
She
Where
wanted,
they- where they are,
she wanted to eat her
Fritos.
Fritos on here. She said, yeah, it's a great fucking movie.
Imagine. No, just kidding.
Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
No, I'm not going to.
A fucking deer.
Don't stick.
I don't know
God
what
damn it.
that was.
I'm trying to do it the way you do it.
A
You
deer.
got to think about it,
deer.
man.
You gotta think about it, man.
I'm not that good at a woman's
My
Italian
biological
accent.
clock is ticking like this.
Is it Italian?
And at the rate this case is
Yeah,
going,
yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't ever getting married.
There
Thank
it
you.
is.
Number
So
9.
good. It's really spot on.
Number 9.
Lisa, I don't need this. I do not need this.
Number 9, The Cutting Edge.
What are you, fucking world traveler?
Sounds pretty sharp.
The Cutting Edge. Is that the figure skate movie?
I think
Yes.
so.
With, what's it? Topik?
Yep. Topic.
Topik. The Cutting Edge. Former professional hockey player and Olympic bound figure skater combined forces.
You should
Yeah.
just make the synopsises for everything.
Well, I just
In a world.
really like that movie. It's a good one.
In a world on fire, their whole focus.
Torn
is
by
ice.
ice. You gotta get the
Fire and ice.
Number 8, movie I've never heard of, so I just looked it up. Thunderheart.
Is that a dragon movie?
Thunderheart?
Thunderheart.
That's Braveheart. That's Braveheart.
It's not Braveheart.
No, that's not brave.
I think I know.
Oh, no,
what
it's
movie.
Dragonheart.
Is it my
Dragonheart.
turn? No. Is it my turn?
That movie is wild.
It
Dennis
is
could
good.
be.
Dennis Quaid?
I cried.
Write it down
Right,
right
that's
now.
Because the
Fuck,
dragon gives him. Sorry.
This movie is Val
And then
Kilmer,
he
Sam
becomes a
Shepard, Graham Greene,
dick.
Fred Ward, Fred
other-
Thompson. You want me to read the?
Hate it.
No,
You can't kill him
you
'cause he
read
kills
the.
him.
You read the synopsis.
As a
there.
young mixed blood FBI agent. Wait, that's loud. A young
What does
mixed blood.
mean?
I don't know. That's why I stopped. I was like, are you allowed
I
to
think
say
it's an
that?
Indian.
Okay. As a young mixed blood
African
FBI
American.
agent assigned to work with a cynical veteran investigator on a murder on a poverty-stricken Sioux reservation. Mixed blood. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So maybe yeah.
That sounds wrong.
It looks
Mixed
like an
blood.
old like it would be on like Warner Brothers,
It
like
does.
Channel
yeah,
50.
Yeah.
I get it.
Thunderheart.
Thunderheart.
This is the prequel to Indian in the Cupboard.
It's got to be.
That was fucked up, but I like it.
I meant because,
Before we captured his soul and put him in a box.
that's what I meant. I didn't
remember
mean
when
it
you
like,
bought
I wasn't
the
meaning it in a
VHS that
racist
came
way.
with
I was
Indian?
meaning it in a, because that's
sorry.
that was the outcome.
And then you
You're
put
like, nope.
them in the cupboard, and then he never
Never came to life.
Never came to
That's
life, and
horseshit.
then you're just kicking the cupboard like fucking alive yourself.
That movie was weird.
Fucking punting Tonto.
Number 6.
Oh, okay. But
that's
I'm.
The Lone Rangers. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense.
You can't
Pluralize.
pluralize lone. Number 7. One of my favorite early 90s movies of all time. Early 90s movies of all time. A Wayne's World.
It's a good one. It's a classic. I want a cruller right now.
Cruller. I want a cruller.
What is this? It's a gun rack. I don't even own a gun.
That would necessitate a gun rack.
A gun rack. You know, Wayne, you keep messing around, you're going to lose you one of these days.
The part where they're just like, I don't even know who would do that, and he like leans back and he's wearing all the Reebok gear and shit, gets me every time. Or what was the aspirin name? I always forget it.
He's like,
Take two
It's
of
just
these.
two.
and Just
yeah.
different, little, small, or whatever. And like two. Yeah, dude, I fucking love Wayne's World. Anyways, number 6, Straight Talk.
What is that? I know all these, but I can't think of them.
I hope it's not.
Straight Talk Wireless.
Yeah, I hope it's not Straight Talk.
I don't think I've known that one either.
Dolly Parton, James Woods, Griffin Dunn, Michael
Ooh, piece of
Madsen.
candy. Ooh, piece
That's
of
all I
candy.
can think of James Wood. I just thought James Wood
Terry
Academy was the first
Hatcher.
thing I thought about.
Whoa.
Here, I'll
Terry
do this one.
Hatcher.
A woman ditches her small town life for the big city Chicago. That doesn't look right.
He was
Where
about
she
to say
becomes
big titty, don't lie.
I was.
Big Titty Chicago.
Big Titty
He
City.
saw Dolly Parton and he went,
This is your city, right?
This
here.
is 90s
This-
Dolly
this-
Parton. They're probably still
this is my
sitting like
titty.
right here.
92.
She's like, hello.
Where she becomes a sensation as a radio show host.
Why would you put those things behind the radio?
I know, right? Never
Face for radio.
I love
chest
Dolly
for
Parton.
radio.
Never heard of it.
Have you ever seen like those videos where it's like,
Oh, she got the old
these are
Miss- the old
celebrities that I
Mississippi
think we can
mud flap.
all
Yep.
agree no one can hate, and she's always on
You're
those
gonna do
lists.
that and put her on the radio.
That's what I'm saying.
This
But
is-
she's always on those lists. Those ones where like these are the celebrities that we can all agree no one has issue, like no one has a qualm
How
with.
old is Dolly Parton?
old.
She's 80s, I think now,
Good for her. You're right.
88 or something.
78.
What
Oh,
person
78.
do you know that's like Dolly Parton?
Fuck her,
Fuck that bitch.
Man, she helps the dogs.
Jolene.
She helps the.
Maybe. Number 5, Ferngully.
Ferngully.
I mean, number 5. I mean, last week we did Multiplicity, and that was like 8.
Yeah, at least they're in the top 10.
He's
All
mad
right.
he missed it.
I can't believe I watched that movie and didn't get to talk about
I don't
it.
want to. I don't want
Oh,
to
no.
backtrack real quick.
Backtrack it.
I put Dolly Parton
Oh my
boob
God.
fake.
boob
I
of
just
fake.
put those in
Not
to see
even
what
fake
I would hit.
boobs,
Good
but
thing we don't
boob
have the
fake?
fucking
This is like
video.
a middle schooler's Google
100%.
search.
However, when it comes to her figure, Dolly is best known for her breasts. She underwent her first breast augmentation sometime in the 1970s.
What? They must have been rocks.
Dolly has since had a lift and a reduction, potential removal double up breast implants. So she had, does that mean she had two
Double.
So
breast implants in each boob?
I don't know what that means.
No.
You can't do that.
You can have a double lift, which would mean you
Essentially
would lift. I
removing
don't fucking
doubled
know.
up breast implants
Trying to talk like I know what I'm
So
talking
she
about.
had doubled up.
and replacing them with a
Isn't it-
single set.
Yeah. So single set, 100%. The verbiage is there defined. She had
Yeah.
a double
Double
set.
Double booby.
She had two sets of breast implants.
Double bag booby.
Oh, maybe back in the day they didn't make them a specific size CC.
So she
She's
was
like, I
like-
want them bigger.
she was
well,
like,
we can put two
Add
in.
another. Add one more.
Just fucking
She's like,
keeping those things.
do it.
That's one.
I need
Anyways.
people to listen to my music, and this is the only way.
Dolly.
She did what she was doing.
Make them bigger.
She's a phenomenal guitar player.
And
by
she,
the way.
but she also
Phenomenal.
owns that shit. Like in interviews, she's like, "I've got fake boobs, I got fake hair. Do you know how much makeup I have on?" Like she's like,
And good for
"Listen,
her. Right.
This is what." And people have asked her like, "Why do you do all that?" And she's like, "Because I want to."
Right.
like-
no one's making me do it.
Yeah.
I'm making
And
me
she
do
says things in such the nicest way where she could just be like, "Fuck you, leave me alone."
She's just got that.
And she's
southern-
like, "I want to, honey."
Southern sweetheart.
She's like, "I want to, honey, leave it alone."
it. I want to.
Here's
want to.
$100,000.
Right. You do you.
Take it.
She donates to like a shit ton of stuff. Like
Number 4.
I'm surprised she doesn't have back issues, but
She probably does.
because she's a tiny little thing.
She's got the bifidus.
Or
she's just a tiny
maybe
little
she's got, she
thing.
wears a she
One
wears
of the
a
one of the
fucking
spinal
brace.
bifidus.
Just a tiny little thing.
Yeah, how do you carry those fucking gargoyles around? Jesus Christ.
And she's so
Yeah,
tiny.
she got big heavies.
Those are, that's no joke, dog.
Yeah.
That's got to be air. There's no
That's
way.
it.
Helium.
Her bra probably goes back around to her back and then goes around her,
The
her waist, and
Yeah,
then
hold
it's
on,
like
man.
pulling her up.
Good for her.
Yep. It's like a pulley system. Number 4, Beethoven.
Great.
That's one with the dog.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Gotta put that dog.
That's that big dog, right?
Yeah. I know I can see.
The
dad.
the dad is like a '90s dad.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
him. I can remember the movie, but I don't remember.
He
the
was in that
movies.
movie with Martin Short too, where like Martin Short was the kid of
Yep.
someone. What was that movie? I can't.
You
what's
can't
the
even
name
act
of
like
it?
a real boy, can you? And he's
There was like a dinosaur park, or like a amusement park or adventure park that was in that movie too. Oh fuck. Yeah,
Heath.
click on the dad.
Charles Grodin is who you're talking about. He was from
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
But he
Midnight
was
Run.
in-
The Heartbreak Kid. Oh, King Kong. He was in King Kong.
He old as shit now.
But click on it. I need to know what movie that is. Do
I'm looking the X.
Go to
Clifford. He was in Clifford.
Guy's name is
It's
Groden.
Clifford. Is it not Clifford?
Is it Clifford?
Clifford's his name.
Because it was
That's
not
not
Clifford's
there.
his name in the movie,
No,
Right?
the movie Clifford
but with
That
Martin
movie's
Short.
so
with Martin
funny,
Short.
dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because his name is Clifford in the movie, Martin Short, I think.
Uncle Martin is suffering from a little problem. Clifford.
Charles Gordon.
A comedy with a lot of laughs and a 10-year-old terror. Yeah, that's
That
it.
movie's so good.
And I'm pretty sure
I don't think I've.
there's
haven't
like
seen
a
it?
dinosaur park or
Man.
something in it. I don't know why that's stuck
He's
in
like
my head.
not
But
Martin Short in that is unreal.
But
Like,
what's
he's
And
that
I
not-
love
Hold
Martin
up,
Short.
He's
Clifford,
not like
Martin
a real
Short, though,
boy.
'cause obviously
so like
there's
he doesn't
other
know how to
Cliffords.
act. Like
I
it's
want to
crazy.
see pictures from that movie. Yeah, but I need to see some. Yeah,
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 But-
those are pictures.
those are pictures.
keep going.
What information are you looking for?
Because I feel like I remember there being like a dinosaur park of some sort in
There's a-
this.
That would make sense. He's holding a
He's
dinosaur.
holding a little dinosaur.
A bratty 10-year-old boy is obsessed with visiting a dinosaur-themed amusement park. His uptight
Oh,
uncle
the whole
takes,
movie.
takes a week and barely lives to regret it.
Anyways,
5.5 out of 10.
Watch it when you get time.
5 out
I
of 10.
might.
If you love Martin Short, watch
Yeah,
it
I
when
love
you get
Martin
time.
Yeah,
Short.
watch
I
when you get
fucking
time.
love Martin Short.
You know what I've been watching a lot lately? Jiminy Glick.
Oh, dude,
has
it's
been
so
coming
good.
back.
Oh, it's so good.
Dude, his interview with Ricky Gervais.
Oh my god.
I was in fucking tears.
Anyone
Anyone,
fucking- yeah.
really.
What was his show on MTV? Was it on MTV or was it Comedy Central? It was Comedy Central. It was like Primetime Glick or
Yeah,
something.
Primetime Glick.
Oh, dude, it was so good.
I love his voice changes in that.
Yeah.
Fucking kill me.
Oh my god. and just
It's like,
eating.
so tell me something. How do you do the thing that you do in the movie?
There you go.
Like, it's like the craziest
pretty good.
voice
That was
changes.
pretty
Yeah, I have a skit I did at the gym, and like, I'll have to show it to you.
I'll
Pretty good.
watch
I
it.
managed to, in a chair like this, I managed to spin all the way around. I was upside down at one point. I was just holding on it. Because you know, he was like all these
Jesus.
change positions.
That's
positions.
impressive.
Yeah, it was good.
Just
Top 3 that week in no particular order. Then you guys got to guess. Basic Instinct, Sleepwalkers, White Men Can't Jump.
What's Sleepwalkers?
Let me look it up
I don't think I'm. Why am I not?
because I
familiar?
don't even know
What
what
month
that
did all
is.
this shit drop?
Hold on.
April.
I feel like Sleepwalkers has been in a top 4.
Sleepwalkers
White Men
has
Can't Jump. What's the other one?
All right, I'm gonna go.
Hannah O'Reilly, Richard
Basic
Armitage,
Basic Instinct.
Isabella.
Yeah, Basic.
I have
Basic
fucking no idea who these
Is
people
that
are.
that? That's not cool.
Oh
Intentions.
look, Haley
Which one?
Joel Osment's in it, but I'm sure he was 7.
I'll do basic and white man last. So whatever the middle one was again, what was the middle one?
Troubled by bouts of
Sleepwalkers.
sleepwalking and disturbing
Yeah,
nightmares,
'cause it's been out
graduate
for a little
student
while.
Sarah. Blah, 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 blah. Sure. What?
I'm assuming it's been out for a little while.
Sleepwalkers is in its first week. Don't look over here.
Oh shit! All right, well I'll still go with what I
Basic
was saying.
Instinct is 4, and White Man Can't Jump is 3, I think, weeks. I'm trying to remember what I saw today.
I'll do basic
Basic Instinct,
sleep.
Sleep, White Man.
Is that 1, 2, 3?
Tara's gonna go.
I'm going to go
Basic sleep with white men. Hey, threw her off her game. See, that's what you gotta do right there.
I'm going to go Sleep Men Basic.
I'm going
Sleeping with the
men,
basic what?
White Men Can't Jump. Basic Instinct, and then Sleeping.
It is number 1, Sleepwalkers. Number 2,
Cool.
Basic Instinct. Number 3, White Men Can't Jump.
You got it.
Got it.
No.
No,
Oh.
nobody got it.
Just say you got it.
I mean, I got the number 1 right, but I didn't get the other 2 right.
All right, well, budget time. What do we think it costs to make fucking Ferngully? That's what we're talking about, right?
The name?
Ferngully.
23 million.
$23 million in 1992. Okay.
There's a lot of actors in this.
Bro, I was
Maybe
gonna say
not
it
big
is
at the time,
a
but
star
I mean,
studded.
Tim Curry is huge.
Yeah.
Robin Williams is huge.
And they got Tone Lock.
And
so-
Tone Lock. And
As
he's
soon
just
as I
coming
heard
off of Ace
I was
Ventura.
like, as soon as I heard his voice, I was like, Ace? What are you doing?
17 million.
Come on, man. Stop talking out your butthole. You're fucking embarrassing me. 17 million.
What did you say, 23?
Yeah.
I'm 28
Potato
million.
in a jacket.
I always
28.
get boxed in by both of you.
Yeah.
Every
I
time.
guess. I guess
Rockin'
$10
a
million.
rainbow.
Oh.
I went low.
Scrambled a rap
Actual
like an
budget.
animal.
$24 million.
Even I got boxed in by both of
Wow.
you.
Look at that. My man coming
The
within
blind
1
dog
million.
finds a nut. It is a
You
squirrel.
won, you won all 3 showcases.
All 3. You're in. I don't have
Do
it.
I get an
used to
award
have it.
finally for this
Maybe.
shit?
All right, box office. What do we think this made overall in its box office run?
$25 million.
$25 million.
It's like, I'll go 30. I'm going to go 30.
He's going to go 30.
I'll go a little bit higher.
He changed it.
Oh, I don't.
Go ahead.
Locked in.
Ain't going to hurt anything. You can have 25 now if you want.
No, I was gonna go 30.
Fucking
13.
Do 31 on him.
35.
35, okay. God damn.
13.
13. You think it bombed.
I just don't remember.
Was there Ferngully?
Think about Disney.
We were fucking
But
3
no,
or 4 years
no, no,
old.
no. What I mean is, think about Disney. Disney cartoons always kind of.
This isn't
This
Disney.
isn't
I
Disney.
know it isn't.
Oh, okay,
That's what I'm saying. Disney was the more known.
Fuck, I know.
I'm saying Disney always took the cake on the
what I'm
cartoons.
saying.
Is what I'm saying. Like,
what I'm
so
saying.
I think it was
Know what I'm saying?
less
know what I'm saying?
sought
Motherfucker.
after.
Sure. Okay, all right.
Not to
Was there
mention, think about
Ferngully
those
mulch?
movies
I
that
don't
was up
remember.
against that.
Ferngully
Did
mulch?
kid merch?
Merch. I thought you said
Did
mulch.
kid, I probably did.
That makes more
Did
sense.
kids? Did kids? Well, there could be
I won't do
mulch.
it. Fine.
Hey.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
Do you remember kids having Ferngully backpacks? I don't remember Ferngully backpacks.
I feel like you just unlocked something that I
baddie
can't
backpack?
quite fucking.
Josh?
Daddy backpack.
Do you think kids would have been allowed to have a Ferngully backpack where we went to school?
Well, not where we went to school because.
Where would we see backpacks?
You know what?
otherwise?
You're right because I didn't have any friends outside of that school.
Oh my god.
What did
We
you
were
do?
friends.
Huh?
We
I
were
said
friends.
outside of our school
Oh,
because I didn't know anybody.
yeah. You were at my house, got scared
I
by a
know.
Furby.
Well, you know us now.
Very true. Yes, it's very nice.
We're outside of school.
Yes.
The school you went to.
Guy!
Hey, can we do it?
God damn!
Let's hit it one more time.
Do it.
One more time.
He's getting in
One more time.
for the kill.
Getting in there deep. Ready?
Disney Disney.
Disney.
That's all I have to say.
Got him.
There we go.
I guessed $15 million. Opening weekend.
See, you're on the same page.
Opening weekend made $3.5 million. Overall, it made, and I tried to help you, Josh. It made $32.7 million.
You're close by 0.3.
Dude.
He
Oh,
said
it's
30.
both? Was it
and
King
you
of the
said
Castle?
35,
Fire.
yeah.
King of the Castle.
I
today.
told you to do the fucking prices right, and $1 is ass.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
This is friendly.
I tried.
This is
Tomatober
Who
time.
told you that?
Rotten Tomatoes score. Critics and audience out of 100%. What do we think critics and then audience gave?
Critics 65.
Critics.
No, critics 55, audience 65. Got it.
Okay.
You gotta stop going first.
I'm gonna say.
I'll relinquish it.
I'm gonna
Whatever
say
you guys
critics.
I'll just,
I'm gonna say critics 60, audience 66.
no, nothing face. 66.
69, dog.
Nice.
Hey,
Take number
What'd
69.
you say?
It's hilarious.
I said 65.
It's his brother
65?
skates.
It's his gay brother skates. Stupid.
My
gay.
brother's gay.
Stupid gay.
Every time I hear the word Halifax, I just go Halifax.
Yeah.
Every time.
Do you hear that word a
Halifax.
lot?
What?
Do you hear that word a
Is that
lot?
Trailer Park Boys?
I
No, it's
do
from
because
Goon.
I watch a lot of
Oh, Goon.
hockey stuff.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of people from Halifax, or
I
if I'm
gotcha.
watching curling, because I do watch my curling.
Curling's where it's at.
Okay.
My
of
favorite
people in
Olympic
Halifax.
sport.
I can
Thank you.
honestly say I don't hear that word ever.
The Halifax
I feel
Highlanders.
like-
Well, I mean, it is a provincial. It's a province in Canada.
Yeah.
Well, it's a place in Canada. It's from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia,
Nova Scotia is the province. It's
Nova
a town.
Scotia.
Yes, sorry.
don't you know?
Don't you? No, that's not really. That's not a thing.
63
He almost
critics.
did it
Yep.
right after he said it.
I should be like fucking right there, bud. Fucking
Yeah.
right up in Nova Scotia there.
right,
eh?
right up there.
Get a fucking dart.
Don't dark guy. 63
That's
critic,
right.
68 audience.
I guessed.
I feel like it's right in there.
I guess 60 critics, 75 audience. I felt like everybody loves this movie. Everybody
He
talks
both
like
said 60
Ferngully.
for critics, though.
Critics, 67.
God damn, I'm fucking.
Got it again.
Audience.
No, he
Lying.
did. You
said
said
50.
55.
You said 55. You said 60
Oh.
at first.
Did I get
And
them
then you said
backwards?
I said
65.
Oh, I was so excited.
Audience, 64.
I had it completely
Close.
backwards.
But you said 65 for audience.
You
It was
did?
64.
Oh,
Oh, look at me.
I'm glad you guys pay attention to me.
It's like, I
'Cause I
completely
sure
forgot
don't.
the word.
I said
It's like
66. What did
Yeah.
you say for audience?
68.
75, I said.
Oh, for audience, I said 63.
So
60 critics.
technically Josh won because you went over.
Technically.
I have
When
no
I went
problem.
over multiple times.
I
so
need
far.
the fucking thing over here. Price is right.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, damn it.
I don't know what
IMDb,
family or not family. No,
To the 6?
that's right.
6.5.
What's the
6-1.
No, I just said.
Oh my God, what's the other game show? Shit.
Price is right.
6.5, 6.1. I just said it.
Steve Harvey.
Family Feud.
Dude, Jesus Christ. I
Steve
could not
Harvey.
think of the name of the show.
Like
But that
Sit on it! That's my favorite clip. Oh, shit.
I love it. Hey, Tara,
yeah,
do you have another twisted tea for me?
There's more?
there's two.
I'm over it.
Dude, I've been watching so much of that Dr. Phil.
You said that
what's
like
his
you
face?
don't wanna give it
Adam
to me.
Ray.
You don't gotta give it to me. You
Yeah,
don't
Adam
wanna give it
Ray. I've been going
I'll
anytime
fucking-
something funny happens. I'm like, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
to me. Justin, Zay, Teresa, and Antonella,
Do you want to split
Elliot,
that one?
and Scotty.
Yeah, it's the same on all of them.
Do you want to get a little twisted? I'll get a little twisted.
No, I'm good.
Do you want
Wally.
to go split a little twisted?
Take it. Wait,
I don't need all of it.
Don't
Just
be
need
a-
a little
don't be a
splash.
wiener. Dip my toes in.
That's going. I want to see how it feels.
A little brisk.
All right, my new favorite part of this show. My new favorite part of this show, the IMDb top and lowest reviews.
Ooh,
Oh, do
I
you
like
read a review?
Yes.
Nice.
Top review.
He reads
from-
the top one and
And then
the
the bad
bottom
one?
Yeah. Top
no,
review.
like the top
So
and
giddy.
the bottom. Like,
Do you want to read them?
No, it just made me laugh the way
Okay.
she said it. Like, he reads a good one and then a bad one.
I
was
said
like, oh, I got that.
indeed, but like
I got it the first time around. No, just kidding.
Okay. Top review from Dragon Eyed 36323 of August 2008.
What's up, Dragon-Eyed?
Respectable.
I thought Ferngully was just so lovable and cute, and I have always remembered enjoying the hell out of it every time I watched it. It was great fun from start to finish, and its rating is a drastic understatement of what impact this simple little film can have on you if you let it. All the characters were cute and likable, and the story is really different and fresh. I also thought, what?
I said all of the characters
Sure.
were
Especially
cute and
the-
lovable, especially
the, you know.
excess.
I also thought that it was very hilarious at times and just all around completely entertaining. It was so interesting and fun to watch. And in the end, it's that not what a film is supposed to do. In my opinion, it is a classic that needs to be viewed by a lot more people for how great it really is. Please see it really soon if you are any bit interested in it, because I swear you will not be let down by Ferngully at all. Before anybody says anything, that feels like somebody had to hit a specific number of words in a fucking, like...
Dude, you lost me like one sentence in where I was like,
It was the same thing,
yeah.
but it was like, well, I need to hit 500 words for this essay. Lowest review from Rar Like Me 1. Remember that back in the day, Rar?
Like a Terra AOL alias.
This is September 2008.
XR.
So here's funny thing. The top review is August 2008. The lowest review, September 2008. So the
Same
first
year,
one was
wow.
1010.
So the fact
10
that
out
this
of
came
10.
out,
Maybe this dude watched it and then just got horribly disappointed like
Yeah.
second time in.
what do you mean Hexus didn't destroy the Ferngully?
All right,
Fuck
ready?
the environment.
You ready for this? I recently watched Ferngully for the first time as an assignment for an AP environmental science class. Even though I was a child of the 90s, I never saw Ferngully, and so I look at the movie without the rose-colored glasses of nostalgia. First off, I can forgive a movie for being made when it was, but this is definitely not a timeless piece and should probably still be lost in the 90s with Pound Puppies.
This person's a
Pound Puppies.
Pound puppies.
What I don't understand is how I'm supposed to look at this on a serious level. Zach learns that he shouldn't cut down the rainforest because there are fairies around and trees can feel pain. The movie does not go into any detail
when he
about
says
the
it like that,
plight.
when he says it like that.
Yeah, he does not go into any detail about the plight of the non-fictional animals and doesn't even amp up the pathos with those huge-eyed creatures that were dancing in the one scene because they are never seen again. In fact, the forest was portrayed as a terrifying place with creatures that would quickly devour a person if they were small enough. I guess it's supposed
that's
to be
the
saying,
wild.
Right,
Sorry.
yeah.
They're
I-
animals.
I guess it's supposed to be saying that the inhabitants of the forest will be harmed if their home is destroyed, but just the fact that fairies aren't even real kind of makes the story
says?
lose any power it had.
Where's your proof?
Also,
I
what
do
exactly?
believe in fairies.
Also, what exactly is the pollution goo supposed to be? I understand that he is some evil demon thing that
What?
feeds on pollutants
Ivan Ooze.
and wants to destroy the forest, but I don't get how it can be looked at metaphorically if the pollution is in control of continuing itself as it is during parts of the movie. Finally, if I had seen this movie as a young child, I probably would have had nightmares for weeks. Between Hexus becoming a horrible skeleton poop monster and the comic relief baddie having terrifying bloodshot eyes and a raging case of rabies, this movie rivals Snow White for scariest children's movie ever. 1 out of 10.
Wait.
Genuinely, the guy seems
he
a little
said
jaded,
poop?
but he's got some good points.
But he said
Also,
poop.
thank
He
you.
said
I was
poop
very
monster.
surprised by this.
Poop
Was this a little
monster.
heavy?
It's a little half boy. Little half boy.
A poop monster.
I mean, it kind of looks like it when it's like squirming along the top of the fucking machine at first.
Is it? Yeah, I was gonna say, is it not oil?
Oil.
I mean, I get that it's an oil monster, but
Yeah.
I mean,
He didn't,
it's a gelatinous
or she didn't.
fucking black goo. Who knows what it is, right?
Don't assume it's Reese.
That was good though. That person's a little off the cuff, but
I mean, they make
I don't
some
have-
fair points.
I just don't. Yeah.
Just because fairies aren't real doesn't mean the other creatures that live in the woods aren't real. That's
Well, I
like
get what he's
dumb.
saying though. Like, if you're shrunk down, all these creatures are going to kill you. So why do I care that they might die?
Because you're not a
Because
selfish
you're not
prick.
shrunk down.
No, I understand.
Because there are other living things in the world. This is one of the problems is people are only thinking about how it affects them.
He might as well be
And another
the driver of the log cutter machine.
True.
This is proof that life is about perspective. Because if you are made that small and you're forced to survive, I'm gonna kill every one of them motherfucking things.
Right.
But
I'm
also,
gonna slash you. Get
also,
Do you
this is
think
what
I
I'm
could
saying,
handle
like,
that
if you
monitor
go,
lizard? But like fucking
if
one
you
on
go
Maybe.
through
No,
life
Not a
only,
dead. Not a killing lock one anyway.
only thinking about how things affect you,
Yes.
then what is the point?
The point is, from now on, I'm drinking twisted tea out of a fucking wine glass. It just looks.
You guys don't know what you're missing.
It just looks so fancy.
I feel like a classy fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
Tara, would you be able to say you get shrunken down, right? You're like a little midget Tara, like
I already
fucking
am.
5 inches.
I already am.
5 inches tall. You're out in the
So
wild.
like
What are you, 5'2"?
4 inches shorter than
What,
I am now.
what are you, 5'2"?
and then you
So you're Wolverine in real life.
Oh, that's so cute. You're like Lady Wolverine.
but you get ran up on by some sort of like small lizard, like maybe like a half a foot long. And it's either you're gonna duke it out with that lizard, right? You're gonna take that lizard's life.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not just going to like.
I see little Tara
lay
saddling that
down
motherfucker.
But
Which
if you're
To be
human
honest,
size,
that's what I would probably try to do that first.
I see
I'd
the
probably
tail
like
coming
try
around.
to. I would
And
try
hit you
to
in the
hide.
6 days of next week.
I would try to hide or like befriend it.
So here's the
She'd
the
be
ultimate.
dead very
hold on.
fast.
Here's the ultimate question,
fine.
right? Are you ready?
Hi.
Hold on. Are you ready for the ultimate question?
Sure, shoot.
If you're a small size Terra and you're fighting for your life, trying to
pocket Terra,
kill
if you will.
these, if you will, trying to kill these lizards because they're trying to kill you. If you're a full size Terra and you're cutting down the trees and killing them all, aren't you doing the same thing?
But I wouldn't cut down the trees and kill them all.
But aren't you doing
Because
the same
she
thing?
saw this
No,
movie.
that lizard came after me.
Okay, but
I'm not
isn't
going
isn't
after them.
But just because you're now bigger,
There's a difference between self-defense
but,
and did I not just say I would
but
try to
you're
befriend it first?
Hold on, you're
All right,
preemptively.
let's paint our,
let me say,
our
hold
narrative.
on, let me say, you're preemptively killing these lizards in case you get shrunk down.
Which I don't imagine to happen
You don't
at
know.
some point in my
you know,
life.
you could befriend a fairy. And
Nor
oh,
did Zach. Zach was just jamming the
But,
tunes.
Yeah, dude.
But
Making
Super
X's.
90s.
my
dude.
point is to that person's comment, if fairies aren't real, that's not something that's really a risk to them, is it?
It wasn't a risk to Zach. Fairies weren't real.
No.
So
to
wait,
this person,
first you're an advocate
they
for fairies
said-
being real, and now you're not.
No, I'm saying to this person's
Which is it,
perspective.
Tara?
To this person's perspective, if fairies aren't real, they can't argue about the possibility that lizards might eat them if they get shrunk.
You gotta think, man.
Yeah, though.
Yeah, you gotta think.
I'm using that all the time.
Do it. I'm gonna make a playing card. That just, you gotta think, man.
But that's why I tied it to Peter Pan. I do believe in fairies.
Okay,
Peter, she can't fly if you don't believe in her, Steve.
No, but that's her. She has what? Oh,
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell.
but then
I was
she
like, this
can
fairy
make
can
me
fly whenever she wanted.
She could.
Do you?
Good.
She sucked in her magic stuff, kind of. but-
She got there.
She was just learning.
Yeah, that was her development.
Character development. I like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, sure. What you gonna say?
No, I don't know.
No, say it.
When she got in the water, I was kind of like, what about her wings?
Yeah.
They dry off. It's like other things. That get
I was
in
like,
the water
these
with
guys
wings.
gonna
Have
do,
you seen a
these
dragon?
Have
guys
you
gonna
seen a
do it?
fly go in the water? They're toast.
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah, but like,
Surface
There
tension
are-
is different when you're small.
Yeah, water weighs things.
Have you ever seen a dragonfly land on water?
It's a beautiful thing.
yes.
No, they do because they're so light
They're
they
so
don't.
light they float.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm assuming fairies are the same.
Density,
But in this
volume.
movie-
I get
But
it.
she did.
That's what I'm saying.
Trying to say I'm fat.
God damn. Who was your favorite character in this movie? Anybody?
Batty.
Fatty.
Yeah, Betty.
It's all, yeah.
Actually,
Come
I like the chainsaw machine. Thought it was pretty
Hold on.
badass.
Hold on. Was that machine not way more technically advanced than it should have been in 1992?
I
It was
actually
pretty
don't
serious.
know.
Whatever it was pretty serious.
And like legit, wouldn't you be like, all right, this is pretty tight. I want to drive this thing.
For sure.
Yeah. Those guys were a little bit of slobs in there, but it had cameras that you could look and see shit. It was just doing stuff all whatever. It was cutting it up and making just plywood out of it right away.
I don't think that part's real, but the rest is for sure.
Oh yeah. But I want to drive that.
Oh yeah.
I'll cut some trees up.
There's something that is
Manly.
deep seated in yes, male instinct about cutting a tree down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You guys ever could just cut a
You-
fucking
you
tree
wanna
down?
hear a funny
I know this
story?
is going
Oh, yeah.
completely against Ferngully right now.
Yes.
Like completely. I usually find a dead tree, but I have cut me and my dad for firewood
How do you know it's dead?
The way they.
because
It's
I
not growing anymore.
because I killed it.
Because I fucking killed it.
You just have to listen. Did.
So funny.
It's not saying anything. So
Funny story. Back in the day when me and my brother
Sleeping.
were kids still living at my parents' house,
Tired tree.
my parents went away somewhere for the day, and me and my brother were bored. We're like,
Standing forever.
That's how it all.
and
that
we're
was
like,
it, man.
what do you want to do? And we're like,
That was the best time to be alive.
let's cut this fucking tree down. And this tree, you remember my parents' house? How like where the
Don't.
garage is now, at the bottom
Yeah,
of this
yeah,
hill?
100%.
there's trees all over there.
Yeah.
So we just picked one that was closest to like the tree line, and we're like, let's just fucking hack this shit down. So we're hacking it down, and it's taking longer than we think. And
it's
it was
not-
only
it's a
like
lot of
this
work.
big.
It's a lot of work.
And again, we're kids. We got a dull ass axe just hacking at it. We don't know what we're doing. Well, that tree comes down, and it hits our house.
You
Because
fucking
we don't know what we're
dumbasses.
doing. But I mean, it wasn't a big tree, but it was tall. But like by the time it hit the house, it like just scraped the door. But it still hit it. And we're
You got
like,
lucky.
here's the other thing. We didn't realize, well, once we cut it down, what do we do with it?
Fucking straight. See, that's what that life was the best.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
what's a consequence?
Right. But also,
Random
Well, we
teenage
gonna
boy
fucking
thought,
die.
right? You ever just been sitting down and you're
I
like,
fucking
fuck, man,
know.
I'm just gonna get on the roof.
You're right.
Right now,
You guys,
what
ever,
we're
you
gonna
guys
do.
ever smoke a cigarette on the roof? What?
Those
You can do
things-
that?
where
You
they're
ever look
like
at a
breaking
$20 bill?
breaking ice
On
like
weed?
the TikToks and
Yeah.
where they're just throwing ice. That's a thing.
Oh yeah.
That's genuine.
Oh my God, that one video where the guy's
Oh
doing
my
it and he
God,
starts
yeah.
singing along to it's Creed playing in the
Yeah.
background.
He's like, what's he doing? He's like, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we chopped this fucking tree up into little bits because we had to, because we couldn't just pick it up and move it. And then we put it in a pile, and then we covered it with dirt because we're like, we'll make a jump for our bikes. And then my parents came home, and we got away with it, right? But we didn't realize that
For how
we
long?
we cut probably we started cutting like 14 inches above the ground.
So the
Yeah, the
stump.
The stump was still there. We didn't think about that.
They'll never know.
Right? We're
Yeah.
like, if it's all gone, they're never gonna know. My dad's like,
How would they know?
what's this stump here for?
Remember, I stabbed
How
that
would
guy
they
in
know?
the ass, the pencil, right?
Stump! That's a new tree growing right there.
Suspension
Brand
hearing.
new.
Suspension hearing or expulsion hearing. I can't remember. One or
Expulsion,
the other.
probably.
Yeah, it was bad. Whatever it was.
I stabbed a man
So
in
my-
the butt with a pencil.
stabbed a guy?
We all
Dad-
know him. He was
Dad-
on this podcast for a couple episodes.
I get home. One of my punishments for that was I had to do 4 or 5 quarts of wood. I had to split it and stack it. My hands were all fucked up.
Can I say something funny?
Full on childhood shit.
Full circle. You stabbed a man with a number 2 pencil, which is made out of wood, and for your punishment, you had to chop up wood.
Something ironic there. I don't know. Probably fucking fake plastic wood.
You
but
made
yeah.
new pencils.
I did. We burnt it
First-
all.
You think he's still got that lead in him?
He's got to have a piece of that graphite in his ass.
I'm saying, because
I used to call him pencil butt.
Pencil butt.
It was for years. Pencil butt.
For years.
I was a bully.
Yeah, you were.
I love the boy.
Right, like
in-
through his pants.
Mad 88.
No, it was in the locker room after
Dude, it's
gym.
even worse than no. It was in science class
No,
with
it
Mr.
wasn't.
Wiener. Yeah, I remember this vividly. Trust me.
Then you did
So
this
he
twice
was the,
to
he was the
somebody.
attacker.
No, this is Pat, and I set a pencil down in his chair, upright, and he jumped on it.
Oh.
Literally went, pump, jumped
But
on
he knew it was there.
it. No,
Oh,
it was bad. Yeah, it was bad.
damn! He jumped on it.
He get
Yeah.
lead poisoning.
Pencil didn't break either.
That's funny.
Anyways,
That's who he did it to at the bottom. At the bottom.
yeah, yeah.
That's fucked.
Dude, I feel bad now that I'm older.
Well,
but
yeah,
when it
yeah,
happened,
yeah, it's
he
funny.
was fucking
It's funny.
crying, and we were all.
Oh, I
laughing.
bet he got a pencil in his ass.
We don't know
Saying
if
it
it's
out
in
loud.
or around.
No
I mean,
one
even
knows
if it's
where.
in cheek meat, I mean that's
Yeah,
hurting.
yeah, there was
Yeah.
no. There's
How
no coming
was it
back
a
for that.
full pencil or was it like sharpened down to some?
I was out of my hand, so I was holding it. It was like full pencil, I'm assuming.
And it was gone?
No,
Or-
it went into his pants or ass, and then he jumped up, started freaking out, and I threw it.
So
I
it was
like,
still
"Ah!"
in your hand. So how far was it sticking out of
No
your hand?
proof.
I need to know how far it went in. So how
Probably-
far was it
it's
sticking out of your
Probably
hand?
a few inches.
It was in there.
But in and out. It's not like it broke off in his ass.
No. I remember vividly. It didn't break out. It didn't. Dude, I got
He's still
so
carrying
much
that
trouble for
fucking
that.
pencil to this
Oh, I
day.
They
bet.
had to remove it.
Yeah, my dad
I,
whooped my fucking ass.
It's funny.
I wonder if he still has a scar.
What'd you do it for?
I'll ask him.
That's exactly.
I-
And my
I-
son does it now. I'm like, oh,
Someone call him
Yeah,
right
dude. I remember looking back. I had a conversation
Call
with my dad
him
the other
right
day. I was
now.
like, how annoying was that? I don't know.
Yeah, call him right now. Do you have
Oh, he
a
remembers.
scar?
Oh yeah, he definitely remembers.
Yeah, he definitely hasn't
In,
forgotten.
in
Pepperidge
fourth-
Farm, remember?
Oh, no, I'm not. I don't care if he remembers. I need to know if there's still a scar there.
In 4th grade, so this is pertaining to this. I was my best friend was always sitting next to me in class, and one day he didn't show up.
That was before you.
This was when I was living in
I
Canada.
pretend like this didn't happen.
Sure. This was when I was living in Canada, so never met this man before in my life.
Pre-Walter.
And this is pre-Walter world, and
PW.
my best friend wasn't there, so I was like, I just recently sharpened my pencil. I was like playing around, like yeah, whatever, and then I went like this, and my friend was there, and I stabbed him in the fucking stomach with this perfectly new sharpened number 2 pencil, and he did exactly what he did. He went, oh, like just
He did the Trump death.
yeah. You know he's gonna say something weird, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, to this day, he still has a piece of lead in his stomach.
Damn.
So, there's no way he doesn't have a piece of lead in that butt.
That's great.
So, who was your favorite character, Wally, in this movie?
We already
talking, yeah. Favorite part of the scene, then, because everybody's fucking, it's baddie, right?
The baddie song.
The baddie song.
I like the Tone Lock song,
Okay.
The Iguana.
The iguana.
What is that? That's not an iguana.
It's some type of
What
lizard.
is it?
Some type of reptile.
What'd you say it was? A monitor or something?
I said a monitor lizard, but that's not that
Also,
color.
where are they supposed to be?
In the
Africa.
forest.
It does seem
There's
a little mixed.
kangaroos.
Africa.
Are there kangaroos in Africa?
They're in Australia, I would assume. Because
Do I need to look this up?
The way the guys are
Yeah.
talking in the truck and everything, they seem.
No, they
Australian,
don't.
right?
Everyone has an American accent.
It doesn't matter where they are. It's ambiguous. The world
it's
is
just the
one. It's Pangea, man. It's one fucking.
Because, like, the animals don't add up, I feel like.
it's a fairy
And I don't know
tale.
that anyone cared.
I want to
about
say
that.
something about this
I
trailer.
mean, there's
But
marsupials.
they're definitely not
Are
in
the-
the U.S.
Hold on. Are the colors not
No,
different
they do
in
not
this
live.
trailer?
They do not live there.
No, they're,
What do you
yeah.
mean?
So,
Wasn't his Zach's hair like brown
Blonde?
or like darker?
It was,
No.
it
Zach's
was
hair is
dark
blonde.
underneath.
but
It was
darker.
bleach.
This just looks
no,
different.
it was blonde and his sideburns
I don't
were
remember
brown.
that scene.
That looks different.
His sideburns match his eyebrows.
I don't remember her stuff being super red like that.
Yeah,
Just watched it.
I do, but
Okay, whatever. Anybody else favorite part of the scene? I like the goo monster doing the skeleton thing. I thought
I
that
mean,
was
I do too.
wild,
Like-
It's pretty
man.
cool.
It
And
was
for
creepy.
the time,
I remember-
like, that
I-
looks crazily good.
I remember being like, "Oh yeah, this part was scary." Like
Yeah.
when I was watching it, I was thinking back. I was like, "This part was creepy."
I actually did really like that they could just make flowers too. Like as she was moving at the end there, and
That is
flowers
cool.
were
That
just
is
like
cool.
growing. When I
Troll
was
in Central
little,
Park?
I
good
really
movie.
liked that. Like I got a kick out of that.
That's
Same
cool.
with Maggie. She, same thing.
She was the
flowers.
one-
That's a
were
good
just-
grandma name.
Maggie.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good grandma name.
She does look like a magi.
Like a magi.
The magi.
She's definitely
You
a one and
mustn't
only.
read from the book. Any what the fuck
Nikto.
moments for you guys in this?
That part,
I mean,
the one
yeah.
that was your bet. Like that. This movie's
Yeah.
creepy as fuck, dude.
Well, the fact that it's like pretty wild that the Hexus has like the ability to talk to the humans, and like
Yeah.
Through
and
the
it's
thing
like
and stuff,
double
yeah.
shifts, no breaks.
No,
Like what? How do you know about
And the
workload?
way
Here's
he
a what the fuck.
articulates
the way
that
he was
Yeah.
is
no breaks.
amazing.
Hold on.
Yeah.
He's in like a fucking behind the scenes like rafter or whatever thing. Why would there be an intercom in there?
This is loud.
No, but he was talking.
No, he
into an
wasn't.
intercom.
He wasn't in the intercom. He
He's
was
just in
just
a
coming
different room.
through
Yeah,
the.
because he was oozing.
Because he was
through.
in the thing, and the ooze started coming out of it. So
Yeah,
he
there's
wasn't using the intercom. He was
That
in the
looked
intercom.
like an intercom.
To
No,
your
no, no, I'm
It
defense,
had
saying-
buttons and everything there.
It's
what
like
doesn't
real.
make sense is the fact that there was a whole open area that was there to
Inside there.
squish wood together.
Yeah.
That
was a
it
huge
was a
machine.
factory.
Well, that's
as-
why I said that part's probably not real. Like,
Yeah.
But here's
That's
the
the
thing:
awkward
if
part.
that was a real rig,
Tight.
they would have had like 20 guys
Oh, yeah.
on that rig. So the intercoms are essential. But
I
You
would
would
have
have probably
been
had a
way
radio.
weirded out though that goo started seeping through the intercom than they were. They didn't see them.
It was
as,
smoke
like-
too was coming out too.
And they even touched
Goo
it,
and
didn't
seeping.
they? And they
yeah,
were
but
like,
what you heard what they said? They said, you know what that means? More overtime. So they're just
yeah,
fired up.
fucking, yeah, let's
More
go.
deli
Get that
sandwiches.
fucking-
Yeah, we're getting all
Paid
fucking
in half.
paid. Yep.
That's what I kind of thought was funny. He's like, "What'd you bring for lunch?" And he's like, "He's got that big sandwich." He's like, "Where'd you get that from, guy?" You know what I mean? Like, there's a
Where's one for
cafeteria
me?
on this rig too.
There might be. It's so big. It's
It is.
chopping up wood. It's
Got a
making
kitchen?
fucking plywood.
I mean, they're really far from home because
True.
To me, if
Not-
they're in the
They're-
forest.
in the
Right.
United States.
Right. There's somewhere. Where doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I just know it doesn't add up.
That's not up.
The fun facts of the fucking week.
That was good. I didn't know what was the recording.
Nailed it.
I did make like an alternate cut of that, and I moved those 5
Just to
seconds
fuck
later.
with her?
But I didn't put it on here yet. It's gonna happen.
The
I'm just gonna
ultimate
take 'em off.
troll lives.
Yeah. Tim Curry's original voice recordings were so eerie and sinister that it made children cry during test screenings. Curry had to be called
God
back
damn, he's so
in
good.
for some less intimidating retakes.
They're like, if you could just soften it up.
Could you not be so fucking creepy?
We're-
Tone it down, fucker.
We're 86 Tim Curry, right?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Well, no, he's not dead. He is not dead.
He's not dead. He's got disease.
He is in a wheelchair and
Yes,
barely
can
moving, but he is
Stro-
not
That
dead.
was a stroke reference. I'm sorry.
I thought you meant 86 is he's dead.
That's what I thought.
Because that's
too.
what
That's what that
86
reference
means.
was.
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
But
yeah,
then
yeah.
when you say he's alive, I went like this.
Ooh.
Oh.
When you read something and it says casualties, what does that mean to you?
People did.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's just anyone affected
It
by
came
a
up on a
tragedy,
podcast
supposedly.
recently. Or it
Yeah,
came up
like
on
last
a
week.
podcast
multiple
recently.
casualties today at the
Yeah.
bridge.
No, casualties means injuries.
Yeah.
No, casualties means dead.
No.
Nope.
It doesn't. I had to look it up afterwards because
Because we read, we
Then
were
Then
reading.
that would say no. Then why do they say
4 dead, 2 casualties.
no? They say 4 dead, 2 injured.
No, I'm with
or
you.
they're
Yep.
under. They're at the hospital.
No,
in the
they'll
ICU.
say
We
they
are
say
with
4
you, sir.
Listen, they say 4 dead, 2 injured, but all of them are casualties.
That's not. No, that's not a casualty. A
If you-
We
casualty
looked
is
it
death.
up. Read it to him again.
if you hear it in a
Read
different
it to him
context,
again.
if you hear like multiple casualties, like
I'm
over
assuming
the,
multiple dead people.
Yeah, that we said the same thing, but
But that's
apparently
not the
the
case?
You've been
Who
reading
wrote this?
wrong.
This is some type of psyop.
No, we looked up what casualty
Google.
meant.
Google's on it again.
Yeah, this is
We
bullshit.
were looking up what casualty meant
This
because
is
I was reading an
bullshit.
article.
So if I get hurt, so if you
I
can-
read them an article and it said casualties, but only one
Remember-
had died. But it said like 9 casualties, and I was like, but only one's dead.
This is Josh's banana is a berry situation.
Casualties: a person killed or injured in a war or accident. Alternatively, a person or thing badly affected by event or situation, by an event or situation.
You don't-
Event horizon.
So it's not just dead.
An accident, mishap,
That's bullshit.
or disaster.
That's conditioning to just think to teach us that everyone's dead.
That's-
Because if you
we
hear,
said the same
oh, the
thing.
tornado hit this neighborhood and there's
There were multiple
44
casualties.
casualties,
oh my
all
god!
dead, right.
including all the owners and their pets. Like what? Like yeah, they're all dead. Not,
I think the reason I don't think it's because like you hear stuff like, oh, they got into a bus accident and there's multiple casualties. Usually you would hear they got a bus, they got in an accident, everyone died.
You just described
Well, I
the
mean,
movie
not
Speed.
everyone. Not
multiple
everyone.
casualties.
multiple
Multiple
casualties
casualties
doesn't-
is still 2.
But that's
Like,
what I
that
mean. It
could still
doesn't-
be 2 people
and you're
dead.
not implying
But not-
that everyone
not-
died. You're saying that some did.
Yeah, but it's not explicit death. But yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Casualties is just
It's not explicit.
people affected.
like
that's
that.
how it.
But
I
when
don't
we
either.
but when
'Cause
we
I-
brought
I
it
thought
up
the same
last
thing.
week, we thought the
Has
same
that been
thing.
revised? Has Webster's updated this
Don't
recently?
know.
Like,
But
is there
when
20?
we-
They get to 2019.
When
Seriously.
we
May.
talked about it last week, the only
Son of a
reason
bitch.
it came up is because of the way that one sentence was written in the article I read.
Oh, do I have to call him Miriam?
Maybe.
Is it said 9
the
casualties,
right
2
name.
dead, and I was like, wait,
That's
those
hor-
are separate? I
Yeah.
thought casualties meant dead, and that's when we got into it.
Huh.
Yeah, we were like on a 20-minute tangent.
We learn all this important stuff here.
This is the most
Well, I
informative
won't hold
podcast.
us up on this aspect since, I mean, clearly I'm wrong, but they're
Well, but we were too.
This is the
They're
most
wrong.
informative
We didn't start off this
movie
way, by the way.
podcast.
Yeah,
didn't
we
start-
all thought the same thing.
Yeah,
so
which
we
is
were
important.
On the same page.
Yeah. Robin Williams
Thank you
provided.
for bringing that to my attention.
Welcome.
You're fine. Robin Williams provided 14
Casualty right here.
hours worth of improvised lines for Batty.
Fuck
At least you're
yeah.
still with us.
How many
Director
hours?
Bill Croyer was so impressed with the
Need all
voice
of
work
them.
that he ended up tripling the
I know,
screen
right?
time given to the character, which was originally supposed to be only 8 minutes.
I remember that. I remember hearing that.
Imagine
I
just
need to
being
hear
that fucking
everything.
good, dude.
I need
that much
to
of a
hear-
boss.
Right.
14
We're going to
hours. All of
hire
it.
you for
14
this.
hours? The movie's 65 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need all of
imagine.
it.
Can we just get a baddie movie? Can we get a
Yeah.
baddie?
I want the
We
Batty
should have.
cut.
Oh my god,
wonder
like
if
a
you could put that
prequel.
together.
Where did he come from?
You
Yeah.
know
Where
that
did he
all
go?
that stuff is still somewhere.
Mhm.
Somebody has those reports.
It's on a reel, tucked in the back.
Release them. I just want to hear them.
Especially now.
And you
what
know,
I mean?
and you know, most
Like,
of
in
it
his
is
mind.
probably not children.
Oh, no.
appropriate.
Yeah.
Which is probably why they were like,
Perfect.
okay, we're just
Perfect.
gonna keep.
I don't
Let
know
him
if you-
roll.
I don't know if you know.
Let him roll. We'll see what
Betty,
comes
I'm a
out.
motherfucker.
I'm a grown up, so I would like to hear.
Me too.
That's what I'm
Like
saying,
release the
especially now
Batty
in his
cut.
memory. Like that's gotta come on.
Unless there was some fucked up shit he said, because you know, probably.
Well, yeah, the funniest.
release it
The funniest are
anyways.
the darkest.
What are they gonna do?
so-
Cancel him?
Yeah.
But
Ah,
also,
already
but
canceled
also,
himself.
that's not up to them to decide who's using the internet. That's up for parents to decide if their kids are on the internet and find it or not. But like,
True. He 86'd
I want
himself.
to. I want to.
That's what
Oh my god.
we're out of here.
he did.
Or did he?
I guess it's better than 69ing yourself.
Up!
Hey.
In Spain, it was dubbed into
do that.
Spanish
I can't do that.
I think if you-
entirely by comedian
That's just a yin yang.
Angel Garo, a single-handed feat
Angel
that
Garo.
earned him an entry into the Guinness Book of Records.
For doing a whole movie by himself.
Yep.
Jeez.
That's fucking wild.
Impressive.
Like, yeah. Good for that guy. Angel, I say it.
Is it Angel?
Angel.
You say
Angel
anal?
Garo.
Garo.
Who's a
Angel
now?
Garo. Who's a now? I think that's anal.
Oh,
Shortly after signing onto the film, Robin Williams was approached about voicing the genie in Aladdin, and he accepted.
Ah.
When Jeffrey Katzenberg, then chairman of Disney, got wind of this, he demanded that Williams drop out of Ferngully, claiming he did not want Williams in two competing animated films being released so
they're
close together.
completely different types of movies, though. Come on.
To which Williams angrily refused.
for
According
you.
to producer Wayne Young, Katzenberg then went out of his way to sabotage Ferngully. Sabotage Ferngully. Such as taking over the studio's production had. Let me say it again. Such as taking over studios the production had rented by paying more, and in one case attempting to buy a space to force them out of it. This is often cited as one of the main contributing factors in Williams' well-publicized fallout with Disney.
Damn. Good for you, Williams.
Because you guys know that in the second Aladdin movie, that is not Robin Williams.
I know.
Just a
A
second Aladdin.
travesty.
There's a third.
There's a lot of Aladdins. There was a show, I think.
I'm just kidding.
Have you not seen the two sequels to Aladdin?
Return of Jafar, Prince of Thieves.
I don't think I have.
They're actually not
Hotter than
bad.
hot.
They're
Oh.
actually not bad.
I guess I
And
know what
they're
I'm doing
all
this week.
Plex.
Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
I'm doing this week. Oh, I told you
Good
I
for
watched all the Terminators.
Yeah. So sometimes, so anytime I open Plex on my computer, it shows if somebody's like using it. So I always click just to make sure everything's
Yeah.
working good. And like I noticed,
Speaking of, wasn't
Terminator,
Jafar the
Terminator
same?
2,
Jafar was
Terminator
the same
3.
guy.
I was like, gotta
gotta
be good for
finish
you,
it up.
guy.
Yeah.
Was Jafar the same guy? Jafar
was always
also,
the same guy. Yes.
Also voiced by what's his face?
Tim Curry.
Was it Jim
No,
Curry?
no.
Jafar?
No.
Jim
I think
Curry.
so.
Or
Tim
not
Curry.
Jim. Tim.
Tim. I said Tim. He said Jim.
Oh, it was like Jim Curry.
Look it up. We all know that Iago.
That's why I looked at you and I was like, Jim?
uh,
Oh, yeah, that guy. But I will never remember his name. Oh,
The old guy.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Got there. If you ever want a good laugh,
I can always hear him and picture him, but I can never remember his name.
if you want a good laugh, watch him read 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, God.
It's hilarious.
No,
Who was
definitely not.
Jafar? Probably some random.
Jonathan Freeman.
Sure. Is he related to Martin?
Wow. Jasmine. She looks so much like her character.
That's cool.
She doesn't.
She's the
She a
whitest
white
of the
lady?
white.
Yeah.
White and blonde.
Here we go.
Did you guys
didn't
know?
matter.
Not that
Didn't
Robin
matter in the
Williams.
90s, did it?
Not that Robin Williams looks like the genie.
Hold on.
You mean
But-
he's not blue?
No.
Do you guys
And
realize?
Aladdin doesn't look anything like Aladdin either.
If we've all seen the Short Circuit movies here,
The most racist robot of
we
all time.
hold on. We realized that the Indian guy that was played in that movie was a white guy. That was Cat Stevens,
Very nice.
and they painted him to be brown.
Johnny Five.
Yeah, I was gonna say Johnny Five.
And he, no Johnny Five, don't disassemble. Yeah, he was doing all that. And
One
it
of my
wasn't good.
exes used to call me Johnny Five.
Why?
I don't remember now. It was when we first met.
Hold
like
on,
it's something
hold on.
came
We
up.
need to
There's
go
something
deep.
to this.
Yeah,
There's
we
something
need
to
to-
this here.
Why?
It was when we first met, and there was something to it, and I don't remember now.
Did you read a lot of books?
No.
Okay, so that's
Did you
out.
read a lot of dudes?
Did you talk with a weird voice in some places?
No, I don't remember how it came up.
Johnny Five.
It was before we had started dating, even. Like,
All right.
There's a scene
We're not getting
in,
it out of
in
her.
Short
Sorry.
I don't
Circuit
remember how it
2.
came up.
There's a scene in Short Circuit 2 where they're trapped in a ice box or whatever, like a walk-in freezer in a Chinese restaurant, and there's a bunch of fortune cookies, and they're opening them, and they're obviously trapped in, and they can't get out. And the one guy's like, "I like this one. It says opportunity awaits, but you have to open the door." And they're like
I just,
staring at the door.
I just remembered what it was.
Okay.
It had nothing to. Nothing to do with the movie. It was something like someone had posted, like a list of something. It was like
Cover up.
top friends of this or top or whatever.
I'll
and,
check it out.
And it was like, it was one of those automated like things on Facebook or whatever. But I was in the 5th place on it, and him
So
and this
you were
other
Johnny
guy
number
were
5.
like above, and I was
Yeah.
5th. And I was like, what the hell am I doing? Like joking with the person, what
think
am I
that-
doing in 5th place? And he started calling me Johnny Five.
Good cover.
No, that's
That
I-
story took exactly the amount of time that
Input.
thought process
No,
would have made
I
sense.
had no idea until I started trying to like backtrack of when I first met him.
Okay.
Anyways.
It
So-
actually might have been Tiffany that posted it.
Well, she loves that movie. The second one.
It had nothing to do with the movie, though, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
But it was Josh,
fuck that guy.
and we were mutual friends.
Okay.
So like,
This is not me.
there weren't a lot of other people
Not
that I
me.
was.
No, not you.
Not you. There weren't a
know.
lot of.
I'm making sure
dated.
you know.
There weren't a lot of other mutual friends that we had when
I
we
know.
first met.
Sorry.
When we first met, so I,
Just missed a
I don't
part of his
remember.
life.
I don't remember.
Yeah, like, when did this happen?
But that is why. That is why
black out a
Johnny
lot.
Five.
Trouble remembering.
He looks so concerned.
For real.
All right.
Something I discuss often.
I used to
You
black
remember
out a
if
lot.
we dated, bro?
Oh, I know. That was just saying.
Oh, I
Sure.
know. Okay.
Let's.
What happened? 86er.
All right.
Let's talk about
I dated
Ferngully for a
Josh's
second.
best friend in middle school.
You got a thick man.
What was his name?
What was his name?
Clayton.
Clayton Hardesty.
Clayton?
Yeah.
Wow, I just totally maybe Eddie.
Bigsby.
That was my buddy.
Woogie Boogie.
He
I know, I-
divorced his wife because she was.
I always say this. That was the first fucking episode.
I got caught watching that by my parents, and they were like,
What is
turn it off.
Yeah. No.
Now.
No.
What is it?
Dave Chappelle's first episode was probably one of the most racist TV moments in history, or got to be up there at least.
But perfect.
It was. I was in tears.
Final decision time on Ferngully. Let's actually talk about this for a second. What do we think about it? Would we recommend it? Must watch? Skip? With Tara first, you picked it.
Probably 7.
Okay.
It's not. It's not one of.
Probably.
It's not one of my favorite cartoons, but I like the movie. I find it intriguing. I find it funny. I find it, for the time period, relatively progressive.
Okay.
And
Woke. I'm joking. Keep going.
We don't like to hear the woke people.
but like had good music in
Sleepy
it.
Joe's telling everyone.
Had good music in it and stuff, and I give it props for not being Disney, like because Disney
illegals
does
are
have
coming over.
Disney has kind of a monopoly on a lot of the
Trying to
most
cut down the
popular of like the cartoons.
I'm trying. You're right.
And
You're right.
so-
Yeah. Who else was doing these
Yeah.
cartoons at this time?
Good save.
I go to 7, and I wouldn't say must watch, but I would recommend it if somebody hadn't seen it. But today's it would depend on the person
Yes,
because
you're
it's not
right.
like, I go up to another like 35-year-old and be like, oh my god, you haven't seen Ferngully?
They won't be like,
Because
okay.
yeah, because
Unless they're, the fuck was this guy's name? Rawr like me one. No, don't tell him that.
because
Guy's a tool.
same thing. Like if they don't have, if you haven't seen it, you wouldn't have the nostalgia attached to it like we do.
True, very
But
true.
I still don't think it's I still don't think you're gonna watch it and be like, this is fucking dumb.
I've often thought about like Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, without watching that and enjoying it when I saw it, and still enjoying it now because I've seen that. If I watch that today, is that funny,
So
or is it cringe?
I had
Parts of it
I
are
had this talk the other
hilarious.
day, and it's like we decided that Billy Madison wouldn't make the cut,
I don't.
but
Think it
Happy
would.
Gilmore would definitely make the cut.
I think. I think
That's
I
a
would.
good
Because
choice, I
if you look,
And
if you
Big-
watch Billy
I think-
Madison, you're like, man, this is pretty fucking stupid. Like
Yeah.
it really is.
Yeah.
At least Happy Gilmore, there's a goal, and there's a
Yeah.
goal in Billy
Well,
Madison.
And you know
Heartfelt.
what? And,
Yeah.
and Adam Sandler's not being
Full.
stupid. In
Yeah,
that
there's
movie.
something about when
Well, and
Sandler
that's-
does
I don't
voices.
think. Well, I was gonna say.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
it's-
Waterboy would make the cut. Like I
Shampoo
wouldn't.
is
I don't think
better.
Waterboy would be something that like
Waterboy. That's
See,
different
in,
because
in a
it's full
sports
character.
movie.
He
Yeah,
didn't
in a
go-
sports
he didn't
movie,
go
it
full.
would.
he.
It's
More
you-
than
yeah,
Billy
you're right.
Madison, no?
But Billy
I
Madison
understand.
felt like a play because it was. Because like
See,
when he's
you
talking to his
connect-
dad, he's like, Dad, I didn't do this. I didn't pay him.
Grams.
But then also the other moment when he's like, hitting his things.
Go home and
Where
do it.
in Waterboy, that's him the whole time. It's really him.
Yeah. You're
But,
right.
Yeah.
I watched
From
some of some of his
glacier.
character stuff.
Big Daddy's passable.
But see, I
for
love
sure.
like Little Nicky's one of my
Big
favorite
Daddy would
movies.
still
Though.
be the
King of Flash.
But he does that the whole time, and you're like, damn. Yeah.
Bro, I can't feel my fucking legs.
Same
Big-
dude every
yeah.
movie.
Yep.
Big,
Yeah.
Same
Big
guy
Dad-
every movie.
Big Daddy is on the same with Happy Gilmore. Like Big Daddy would be fine regardless.
Yeah, it
like,
makes
Yeah.
sense.
when
Oh,
you
that
watch
one's.
it.
I
Like,
think that was
that's
timeless.
solid.
I think Big Daddy's almost timeless. I
That's
watched that
solid.
not too long ago, and I was like, oh, that's great.
Kangaroo
Yeah, because it doesn't
Yeah.
rely on technology. It's just a story.
Yep.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
There's
Shut
Will
Over
someone
Playing
get the
Me.
kid a Happy Meal?
And that's why I like Gilmore too. It's just a story.
Yeah.
He does a great like average Joe.
Yeah.
He does.
A
He
very
really
good
does.
average Joe.
I'm a Sandler guy.
Mhm.
That was
I love-
good, man.
yeah.
I don't think I've watched anything where I'm like, nah.
I think
Oh,
part of it is
You
because
were
and
here
Jill.
for Airheads.
I know.
it's part
You
of,
missed
part
my
of it's
Sandler
stand up
shirt.
too, right? Like you watch that, you can kind of like know he's not a douche.
Bulletproof.
That's a good one.
Nothing to lose.
Nothing to Lose does not have Adam Sandler in it, but it's a great
Love it.
movie as well.
Thank you, Tara.
That's Martin Lawrence, by the way.
It was actually
Tim Robinson and Martin Lawrence is Nothing to
Yeah.
Lose. Bulletproof is Adam
I'm sorry.
Sandler and one of the Waynes.
I was talking about something completely.
Okay,
That's all right.
sorry. Anyways, Wally, take it. What do you give Ferngully out of 10?
I give it a recommend. I give it a 6.2.
Straight and to the point. What a
Yeah,
man.
straight
This
into the
guy
point.
right here.
It's,
He
it's a
just
good movie.
knows.
It's. I mean, if you're our age, never seen it, I'd go. Yeah, definitely go watch it, man. It's right in a good little genre of cartoons from when we were kids.
Okay.
And it's short, so it's not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you don't feel bad when they're like, this was dumb.
Anyone under the age of 27,
Yeah.
I'd tell them to watch this. They'd probably be like, "This, why do you fucking? I'm not
Yeah.
going to listen to you to tell me to watch
That's-
movie
right,
ever
right,
again."
right.
That's what I was
So-
wondering. Like, would it, even if you showed this to, like, your kids, would they be like, "This is boring"? Because like it doesn't have like the animation level.
Probably.
Like, would they be like, "Is this boring? Like, what is
It's hard.
this?"
It's
even
kind
they're
of
like,
hard.
"These graphics suck."
I think
Like,
it's hard to watch for certain
right.
for the younger audience.
Because even I said on watching like your big screen TV or whatever, you're like, it's blurry.
Yeah,
It looks
Like
bad,
it's
yeah.
legit. Like, do I need like a TV with a box on the back to make it worth my while?
Wow. I do want to put an update here. We are number 9 on Apple Podcasts in Barbados for film reviews.
fucking, they
Nice.
love us in Barbados.
They really do.
Barbados.
Yeah, we're killing it in Barbados.
They went there in Friends.
They should host us.
Let's all go down
Yeah.
there and have a
Hey,
party. They're like,
whoever-
"Hey, Steve," and
Oh
he's like,
my God! Yeah, let's do a live
Guys, they're
podcast.
here.
Let's do a live podcast in Barbados.
Whoever's listening in Barbados, please just, comment on our YouTubes or whatever and let us know. We'll fucking come down and do a live fucking podcast. We'll watch whatever movie you want to watch. We'll review it. Just tell me. Pick a date.
"We'll be there."
Not a Wednesday, though.
I'm gonna give this a 6. It's a 6, and I guess you can recommend. I'm not gonna say it's a skip. It's definitely not a must watch, but
Somewhere
feel
in
it.
the middle. Yeah.
I don't even know if I'd recommend it. I think I would just ask if you've seen it.
Uh-huh. And then if you haven't,
Like,
be
hey,
like,
have you seen Ferngully? Oh, if you got the time.
if you get
You got an
time.
hour.
Just hit us with
Yeah.
like the New Yorker.
Sorry.
Right? They're fucking me,
Hey.
Hey, fuck you. You got the time to watch a
Fuck are you?
Ferngully.
What are you
Oh,
doing
fuck
tonight?
are you? Oh, fuck are you? Oh, fuck are me? You kiss your mother with that mouth?
God damn it. Okay.
It's not terrible. It's good.
Yeah.
It has good moments, but like I said, old. You gotta have to. It's all like without having the. I get what do they call them, the rose-colored lens
Rose tinted
of
color.
nostalgia.
The nostalgia is
Tinted
different.
Rose-colored glasses.
Let me do my review,
Rose-
and then
it's-
we're
I
going to
think
get
it's
to the
rosé.
movie trivia. So I'm going to give this actually a lower score than that, but it's wild. So I'm going to say this is a 5 out of 10 movie, but I do recommend this movie. I think it's worth a watch if you're a Robin Williams fan, if you're a Disney type fan who grew up with that 90s nostalgia type movie where you're like, shit, I didn't see this.
Very small group of people.
Not really.
At this point in time, it is. That would
Who
watch,
haven't- that
that
haven't
would watch
seen
a
it.
cartoon. Yes,
Who haven't seen
100%.
it. Yeah.
People that would actively watch our cartoon, I would say 100% yes.
Okay. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Because no one's going, let me watch fucking Fantasia. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Unless you're like, I love Fantasia.
And then you're just kind of goofy.
And then you're like, what's with these brooms just fucking
Yeah.
walking by themselves?
They can feel.
Right. This is weird. Do they have organs? Like, what is going on? Anyways,
Magic. Disney. magic.
upon rewatch, this movie does lose a little luster with once it had for me. Is Robin Williams' Batty still as funny and manic? Yes, but the rest of the movie just boils down to a meh on me for everything. Obviously, Tim Curry is great. Obviously, the visuals of most of this stuff is crazy and good looking, but on the whole, Preparation H just does.
God,
sorry.
Does
it-
feel good.
It's an okay movie, but it's nothing like to be like, yo, fuck, you gotta watch Ferngully. You know what I mean? Like, great message, great thing, but I don't think it did anything to like a person to be like, I'm just gonna go hug a tree. You know, like it didn't do that to anybody. So 5 out of 10.
Nice.
Before we get into next week's episode, which is actually going to be your pick if you will be here,
Okay. I already
Tara-
have one. Well, did you have one ready? I have one on the dodocket.
he's like, well, it would be Josh's pick if he's gonna
He
be
knew
here.
his last week. I'm pretty sure.
I can.
He changed it.
I can be here. I'm pretty sure.
You changed it again.
No, I have them right now, but I don't think they're going to last.
It's fine.
Even if I write them down.
Yeah, it's fine. Tara's got a question for us.
All right.
What is that question?
Who played the British Prime Minister in Love Actually?
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
On Michael.
Is it not Colin Firth?
Mm-mm.
No. Is it an old guy?
I have no idea.
No.
Like in the movie, was he like 60 plus?
No.
No. Hugh Jackman.
Another Hugh. Hugh Grant.
Hugh Lord. Oh,
Oh,
Hugh
Hugh
Grant.
Grant. That was my next guess.
Old Huey Grant.
I'll give you another one.
She's
I'll
got
give you
one more.
another
She's got one more.
Oh, Mickey Blue himself.
In which series? Actually, when we were joking about the New York accent thing, like that's what popped in my
Hey.
head.
Mickey Blue.
Mickey Blue
That's what
Eyes.
popped in my head. In which series of Star Trek did Patrick Stewart star as Captain Picard?
Next generation.
Yes, Next Generation.
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Star Trek Next Generation.
Generation.
Really good show, actually.
It's the best of all of them.
I just don't
That's right.
mumble every answer from here on out.
Yeah.
Next Generation.
Can I just say what they are, the ones that I have, so we can remember them and hold me accountable?
Okay.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers,
I know why you did
Which
that.
one?
and then Rain of Fire. Those are the two that I thought about we were
Okay.
doing today.
Rain of Fire and Matthew
Which one's that?
McConaughey
Yes.
with the dragons.
Yeah, we're talking about dragons.
Good one. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Remember them.
I haven't seen that in a
Somewhat.
long time. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's just
That's
So there's
That's
only
right.
2 movies. There was
Okay.
Turbo and
Ivan
there was that.
Ooze.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Ivan
Ivan
Ooze.
so. That's the one you're talking about. Ivan
Yeah,
Ooze.
yeah,
I had that on VHS.
It's,
I had
fucking so
Me
good.
too.
Yeah, I had the action figures. I actually met the Power Rangers at Checkers in Waldorf.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if you know.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
back
if
in
you
the,
Hold on.
know.
back in the 90s.
Were they wearing their costumes?
But the heads were really big. It was kind of weird.
So they weren't actual.
No, but I thought that was cool.
Oh,
I
so
was
it
like,
wasn't the real
I was like,
Power
Mom, it's the
Rangers.
red one.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the real Power
Yeah.
Rangers.
Hold on. Was it the White Ranger or the
Ivan
Green
Ooze.
Ranger?
No, it was the green. It was the
Green Ranger for
Yeah,
life.
Tommy.
You know what I like
Tommy
about
the
the
Tommy
about
the
Oh, he
Ivan
turned
Ooze?
into the White
Guess
Ranger.
why?
He does,
Guess
yeah, but he had the suit.
why I like it so
Yep.
much.
I had the sword.
Boing, boing,
I don't know.
boing,
I had the
boing,
thing.
boing.
You
I
can't
had the
you
toy.
can't
have
like
it?
come up.
You still have it?
No.
Why I would like Ivan
know,
Ooze so much,
trust me,
or
I
why
know
I would
the-
like that movie so much.
You're surprised
know,
I don't
is it
have
because
any of that because
music
I
clips? I have
want
no
it.
idea.
but
No,
it's
it's
so
because they get their
expensive.
animals.
No, I can't imagine.
Oh,
Morpher.
Yeah. Okay.
I want the fucking.
I
They
know
get
I
their
have- I used to have a
animals.
Morpher.
I want the Zord, dude. I had a friend. I used to go to his house.
I didn't like.
I
that there
didn't
were
like
two
this kid.
birds. I was like, you couldn't have made it a
But
little
I
bit
only
more
went to
like,
his
a
house
little bit
because
more
he had the
variety.
Zord
Like,
that
they
you could put
didn't need to be
together and
two
play with.
birds.
That's dope.
That was the
Yeah.
only reason why I went there.
It was by far like I would watch that shit and then go out on the trampoline and be like, fuck,
Yeah.
fuck.
I love that.
CPR.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite.
Wait, you're going too fast. Slow down.
Spinning back kicks. Like,
That's like my favorite thing is because they got to sign their animals. I liked when they had the animal transform.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Just remember.
No,
Isn't that what they said?
no.
Mastodon. Saber-toothed tiger. Yeah, that's what they fucking said. And then they morphed.
We'll be right back.
They didn't have. No, it was a wolf and a bear and an eagle
Are you talking about
and a
Animorphs?
crane. No, I'm talking about in
No,
Power Rangers.
She's
In the
100%.
movie?
She's
Yeah.
100%
Okay,
right.
but the show,
Yes, you are correct.
up until that point,
But
they
in
were
the movie, they got their animals, and they were
Yes.
animals, not
Yes.
dinosaurs.
but dinosaur. And then it changed back in the TV show to going back to it because the kids were like, well, we
But
can't
in
do
the
this.
movie, they had animals.
Right, because they could do
And
that
we were talking about the movie.
because they made the movie.
But we were talking about the movie.
But the TV show was actually made in
Jesus
the 80s.
Christ.
Anyways, next week, it's Josh's pick.
Strange Wilderness.
Okay.
Have you guys,
So fucking good.
you guys seen that?
I did the cover of that main theme song, by
Really?
the way. Yeah.
I love the ending where they're doing it's the fish or whatever, and he's just for like 10 minutes. It feels like it goes on way too long,
Yeah,
but
it's one of my faves. Justin, the reason why is 'cause I just watched Zack and Miri not too long ago, and I was like, I want to watch all
Listen
the
up.
movies where Justin Long's in them.
Monrovers.
But
And it was the
like
first thing.
randomly.
It was the first thing I thought of was
Finds
Strange
the two women
Wilderness.
in a tree.
Yeah.
It all full on like
Tell me
feral.
the credits, the end credits of Zack and Miri, where him and Bobby
Wait,
Long are sitting
that's
there
not in Strange
talking in front
Wilderness.
of like the dudes making out behind
Yeah.
them is
The
not
two
the
women in the
funniest thing
tree?
you've ever seen.
I thought that
My
was
buddy
in-
Will
Yeah,
had
the
never
two women in the
seen Zack
trees
and
without
Miri
a paddle.
edited like all the way through.
Oh, dude.
Is
And I was
that in
like,
both
dude,
of
this
them?
is one of the.
You're
I was like,
100% correct.
Justin Long's character is.
but without a
Steals
paddle
the
stick
show.
too. That's got
That's
what,
one I
listen up.
love.
Matthew
Monroe-
Lillard,
Maneuvers.
Seth Green,
Eating in the
and
second of
Dax
the second.
Shepard.
This is what you do. You get too drunk.
You fight like real people.
You don't know. Yeah. You don't know how to ease people into situations.
It's so good. Oh my
You
god.
thinking "Hold On Loosely"?
No,
Hold
that's the
on
song. That's the song I did.
loosely.
It's Ooh La La is the name of the
Ooh la
song.
la.
Because I actually wanted to cover "Hold On Loosely" for a little while, but
I like weird,
You look
obscure
familiar,
shit.
don't you? Yeah, from movies with all male casts.
I've given up on doing songs that everybody
Fucking
else wants
dudes.
to hear.
Yeah, man. Fucking
Just fucking
Fucking
get
Wish
demonetized.
That I knew what I know now.
I just learned this fucking tune because I love it.
Dope.
when
Next
I
week,
was younger.
Strange Wilderness.
You got
It's gonna be a good time. I haven't watched that movie in a
So
while
good.
too,
Me
but
either.
I love it.
That
I
whole
love
movie,
it.
I feel like good soundtrack. I love when they're in the car listening to the old stuff on their cassette tape.
What did I say earlier?
You guys have the same
Listen up. Well,
same
no,
face.
What
You
me?
two have the same face
Who?
when each other are talking.
Me and
you're
her?
waiting. Yeah, both of you have the exact same face.
Shut the fuck up and let me talk.
So basically, what you're saying it's our impatient face.
Listen up, man. Is that what I said? No.
Yeah.
Listen up. Next week.
No, you gotta think.
You
man.
gotta think, man.
I
Next
said
week.
that
That's
Sure.
what. But that's what he said when he was.
we said it.
Strange Wilderness next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. We're going up. We're over 200 subscribers at this point. What's up?
Winning.
200. 200.
Winning.
We got that Rush Hour 2 videos just keep going up, man.
Here soon when this podcast blows up, we're gonna have to go review our movies so we're not getting caught.
We're gonna have to pull
Maybe.
some of them stuff. Run this through the AI filters.
My NDA wasn't up. Fuck. Anyways, next week. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.